Good evening, one and all. It's Wednesday, it's the middle of the week, and it's time that we jump into some more good old Warframe. Welcome everyone, hope you're doing well where you are around the world. Yes, be very clear on what happened at the start there, Bite. If you managed to type an entire message, which is nothing but gibberish, I can't tell if it's gibberish or actually just a language I can't read. So, do your best to stick to English, don't follow Zom's example. Anyway. That is one very, very fresh mug of tea right there, which is why I'm taking a very dainty sip, because otherwise that would hurt. But welcome in everyone, hope you're doing well today. Today it is a very simple goal. It is an exceedingly simple one, which I'm sure will cause absolutely no pain whatsoever. What is this over here? A friend request from a person who was on this stream? Yeah, sure, why not? Anyway. Yeah, so we've had a Prime Access, and Prime Access means I am now very low on Void Traces. I have 48 Void Traces. Also, thank you, Flo, for the 1 bit. We have an important announcement, apparently. Today is officially Silksong Tomorrow Day. Silksong comes out tomorrow. Fair enough. Those of you who enjoy that genre, enjoy. Simply but, you go ahead and enjoy that. But yes, my Void Traces are absolutely gone. 48 out of a 1,800 storage is pathetic. I can't even upgrade a relic halfway, let alone the full way. So I need to fix that. But, you know, farming Void Traces, I'll be quite honest, it's not exactly the most riveting gameplay, is it? And so let's add a little bit of work on it. Considering that I've gotten up rather late today. I will be honest, I was up stupidly late last night. I got up late today, which means alongside the stormy weather, I've not gone out for a walk or anything. Yeah, Elio, you and me both, we could do the exercise, couldn't we? I think so. Every single time that I could pick a gold item, and emphasis on could not do, there is no getting out of it for me. Every time I could pick a gold item on the reward screen of a relic fisher, that's 10 squats. Each time. Akamboy saying, I'm going to wait until the end of stream, do them all at once. See, there's two problems with that for me. Problem number one is that could potentially be a lot of squats at once. Problem number two is that I wouldn't trust myself to actually follow through on all of them. Which is why, reason three, it's entertainment, but that's why I absolutely will be following through as and when they happen. Now, if you'd like to join me for the Relic Fishers, you don't have to join me in the squads, then just simply send me a message in game, that is the Kengineer, and I'll bring you on into the squad. Also, hello there, Miralabe. Would 2 rares make me do 20 squads? No. So, 2 rares at a time, I could still only pick 1 gold item, so it's whenever I could pick a gold, we get that. In the case of 2 rares popping up, I could still only pick 1 gold. So, for the sake of my sanity and not having RNG just step in with a fat 40 out of nowhere, it's just 10 when the rares show, which I'm sure will still be plenty. Cosworth, evening Ken, warm it for QTCC, are we? Oh, am I that transparent? Am I that transparent? Anyway, yes, let's have a look. What do we want to use? You know what, honestly, I'm in no mood to change my loadout. I will just slap a weapon on this and call it a day. Let's give you Verglass because... No. Verglass Prime because... Yeah, why not? Why not? Flow thoughts? I have no idea what you're on about. Also, wow, that is small. That looks weird. It's shorter than Lavos. That is weird. Oh, Lavos stands even taller just to make a point. But yeah, that is weird. Alright, we have an Ellie looking to join in. Not in need, but sure can join until people show up. Sure, come on in. Tag. Oh, I do need to make it where I can actually invite you. That would be smart, wouldn't it? Let's try that again. Invite. Tagathrovi, come on in. Isn't it curious how Warframe will prevent you from accidentally inviting someone whilst you're solo, but Warframe will not prevent you from accidentally closing all tabs, which is just a few pixels north of it. It's curious what they protect you from. Doesn't Lavos have a platform-style foot? Yeah, I think Lavos is wearing heels. Yeah, if I crouch, you can see it there, bottom left. Yeah, definitely. is fine. And looks like we have a mirror lib joining us. Come on in, please. Welcome, welcome. Warframe allows you to go solo in one click and immediately kicks the whole squad. Ha! Grand. I mean, for that you have to mouse to it and then mouse down to it. In the case of the chat ones, this always bugs me, is that close tab, close all, invite. Close all is nestled in the middle there. It's not even like these are alphabetically sorted. So it's just nestled right in the middle there. And it's so easy to just be like, go to close one tab and you just go a little too far, or go to invite someone but you don't go far enough. It's like, come on. If you're going to have that there, at least put a confirmation on it. I have lost count how many times that has been a problem for me. Genuinely. And yes, skill issue. But if I could accurately hit that every single time, I would accurately hit headshots every single time as well, wouldn't I? Which is also his problem. Right, let's see what we got here. Interception, mobile defense, rescue, defense, interception, mobile defense. Is that just a repeat? Not quite. And then another mobile defense again, and then a conjunction survival. Let's do the rescue. Let's do the rescue. I'm going to crack open the relics of which I have the greatest refinement, so we have the greatest chance of good rewards. Regular path options? Eh. Let's get us some steel essence in the process. Why not? Let's face it, am I really in a rush to complete the relics? Hell are you? There we go. A3, A5, K7, and an LU. There we are. Let's see what we get on this very first run. Now, when it comes to UI, it's something that I bring up somewhat frequently, is that any UI element that the slightest interaction can be both irreversible and, dare I say, somewhat devastating, shouldn't be the slightest tap away. If you have an important notification popping up that you would want your users to know about, don't have it where the slightest tap on the screen clears the notification. Put a timer on it. Lock it for a moment to ensure they don't accidentally swipe it away or something. Because once it's gone, it's gone. If there is a close all tab without a restore tabs button, then again, don't make it so easy. Little bits like that. But that's just me, I suppose. Oh, that one's locked. Alright, can't go through that way. Someone's already grabbed them. That's good. Reactant is currently Bupkiss. That is not good. We definitely need things to get a little bit more corrupted. And that's not going to happen whilst I have Verglass doing Verglass things. Oh no. Also just fell. Other people have got a lot of reactors. Was there a whole bunch in there that I just can't see? No. No, it's just refusing to give me it. Brief little hitch, but it's all good. That brings me to 8, 9, 10. There we go. I'm all good. Real all good. Everyone's all good. We can get out of here. I have a shot. I looked at chat for a moment and overshot. And our opening relic, first one of the day, is in fact not a goal. That is all good. And I don't have an X Ultra P, so I shall grab it. Give me the Grendel, please.
It is done, Tenno.
Alright. No squats needed on that one. Lucky me. As for the Vidaria, I am going to do my next video on Vidaria. I have the script all written up for that. All the testing is done. All the modding considerations are done. All the weird doodads and interactions, bits and pieces, all of that looked into. Done, 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 and donezo. I just need to actually do the recording and put the video together. Which is a much smaller portion of making those videos. Well, I wouldn't say much smaller actually, but it is smaller. Half-Safe has been testing builds on Steel Path Levantis and XP Plaguestar. Sad to find out none of their weak points are actually weak points, can trigger bonuses or effects will have to roll their health down. Yeah. Yeah, there's only so many things we can get away with against a fight like that. Here we go. All loaded up with relics. Let's go slam this one again. Now, there's a curious detail about this particular stream plan, is that those joining me, they have partial control over the situation. See, they can choose whether or not to bring radiant relics, intact relics. They have that level of control to manipulate the odds towards what they want it to be. And knowing that, so far, we've had nothing but radiant relics, so fair enough. Maybe it's greed, maybe it's a desire to just see more gold for me, who knows. Doesn't Plaguestar have plenty of ads that can be used for charging stuff? Yes, it normally does have a whole bunch of infested roaming around. Now, whether or not you get to shoot them before someone else nukes them, that's a different question. Oh, we have all of our reactant, which is very, very nice. Everyone knows to just slip in here. Or maybe not.
You have collected enough reactant to open your relic.
Through the open door.
You may proceed.
Up the vent. And crack this one open. Done. And crack this one open. There they are.
Thank you, Tenno.
Fly back out the rear here. Screw up my jump. That is fine.
Not an extra weapon. They won't just let us walk out of here.
Why did that vault me downwards? What the? Alright then, let's try this a third time. Where I'll just casually jump to the side. Rather than trying to do anything fancy. Oop, tried to turn too soon there. Everyone is good for reactants, that is solid. There we go. Yeah, so for the Corpus Ship Rescue, there are 2 entry points. One is a smaller doorway, also another no gold. Fair enough. They will pop up every few relics, but not this one. But yeah, there is the smaller doorway, which is very cramped, and you just have to open it normally. And then there's the wider one with the open panel on the left-hand side, and that one you can just skip on through. The double interesting thing about skipping on through is that it doesn't trigger any on opening the door effects, which means that if you're on a timer, if you would be put onto a timer, like on a saucy, by slipping under the doorway, you'd never trigger the timer. Now, that's not really a big deal most of the time, but it's just a cute little doodad that you can just slip your way in there. And certainly in sorties, you'll come across a lot of people who have no idea about this. They'll just stand next to the door like an absolute lemon, wondering how you got in there. Oh, the one we were doing has just vanished, and it looks like it's been replaced with a spy one, which, you know what, I'm not against. Spy. Would I like you to bring non-upgraded relics? I would like you to bring the relics you would like to bring, Tychon. You have the control. You'll notice I didn't require any of you, so you bring what you wish to bring. I still get Void Traces all the same. Got levels recently, having trouble in consistently imbuing his abilities with elements. Is there any tips to make it more consistent other than practice? I do have one tip for you, Ductile. Aside from just the whole, you can switch tap hold if that's more convenient for you. I use hold to imbue and tap to cast, but I know some people prefer otherwise. But my actual tip is that you can imbue whilst you're currently casting an ability. So, say for example I do my dash, I will tap 2 to begin my dash, and then immediately after I will hold whichever element or pair of elements I want to put into the next cast. So you watch this, I go dash, hold 4. I now have heat ready to go before I've even finished dashing with my 2. You could do that with all of them, although granted some are much quicker to cast. But the point is you just pre-imbue it by thinking as to what you're going to want to have, and you make that your ability casting. So rather than 2 being just dash, it's dash and hold something else afterwards. When you get into that as a process, you will always have something imbued when you need it imbued. The other thing to remember is that when it comes to imbuing, you only really need to do it for either your 4 for Veil's formation, or if you need extra healing or some kind of weird control choice. Most of the time, you're not really going to care about the damage of your non-4th abilities. So it is just infusion. And again, whilst you're just going through the mission, just throw in the infusion whenever you think about it. Also works there too. Alright, looks like Mirror Lave's on C. I will leave Mirror Lave to it. I think LU went A, so I shall handle B. Whilst first vaulting over the most pointless architecture. I could feel Tychon looming over me there. So alright then, Tychon has decided to take that vault. I shall try and figure out where extraction is. Extraction is likely up this way. I am incorrect.
We have everything we came for. Get to extraction.
Extraction is over that way. Yeah, I want to get that one. There we are. Does imbuing double healing on your one? Yes. So that's why I say if you need the extra healing, you can do it. Usually you don't need that much healing. Because if I look at the abilities right now, if I cast this, I would deal 1,720 damage with a 25.8% health drain off of that. No gold. Oh, damn. So without imbuing, I'm still healing, what, like 400-ish health off of that? Which is a solid 20% of my health.
They fought well. Good damn.
Wow, feels like yesterday since I subbed. Life's been keeping me busy.
Sometimes it just do be like that, doesn't it, Nave? Sometimes life just keeps on coming. They say they're 24 hours a day, but I swear sometimes I get 2 hours per hour, and not in the good direction. All the same. Nave, thank you very much for subscribing up onto 4 months there. Much appreciated. Cheers indeed. Alright. So far, Lady Luck has been going nope. No workout for you, but we'll try again. You watch, I'm just going to get like 5 golds in a row out of nowhere. That's going to be a thing. Yeah, previous times we've done just random relics. I've had it go gold, gold, silver, gold, 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 silver, gold. It's like, what? You never know. RNG. Now, on a different note, it's no secret that next month we have QTCC coming up again, and yes, I will be taking part in that once again, absolutely. I don't do a whole lot of charity stream stuff here on the channel. In fact, it is pretty much exclusively QTCC because it does last an entire month. You know, there's only so much you want to put before it becomes exhaustive. But the question is there anything in particular, aside from the outfit, that you lot would like to see or be involved with in QTCC?
No detection from enemy sensors.
Any particular challenges? I'm sprinting through this and not picking up reactors. What is wrong with me? Any particular challenges you would like to see? Any particular rewards or forfeits? A cooking stream. Okay, that's not what I expected. At any point have I ever expressed a particular prowess in cooking?
Don't forget the reactant. You need more to open that relic.
Yep. Grab you. One part would have to be good. Fair enough. I'm trying to think what I would fill a 3-hour cooking stream with, to be honest.
The target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start the
I am making a pig zero this one. There we go. We'll just skitter our way through here. Don't mind me. What is that shake on my screen sometimes? It's quite distracting.
Excellent work. A clean extraction with no alarms. We have everything we came for. Get to extraction.
Excellent. They're all good. Let's go. Just have to not set the place on fire. I have never set the place on fire when cooking. That was my youngest brother's trick. Randomized levels fashion. Joe? Show off that elusive bean breakfast pizza. Bean breakfast pizza. Oh no. Alright. We have our gold. It's Exceltra Prime stock. Also, Petra asking for some purple. There we go. Put the purple on in the background. Get ourselves out of the mission. 3 Harrow chassis, my word. But yeah, bean breakfast. I don't know what you mean by bean breakfast pizza. But, sweet corn, pineapple, and baked beans on a pizza works. If you haven't tried it, you're not allowed to judge it. It's as simple as that, really. From Moon, a community chosen 10 weapon list you'll take a look at and make a 10 weapons for charity video. Not be a deep dive like I normally do. Alright, I see it. I see it. LU looking forward to postcard, Umbral Urelli, some giveaways, not sure what else. Fair do. Make a meat pumpkin. A meat pumpkin. Sure. Miralabe, yes, you do understand correctly. You do understand correctly. So, let us switch just to a little bit of an intermission. Hi, then. That is 1 gold, 10 squats. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Easy peasy. Because it's the first one. Easy, easy peasy. Oh, I tried the pizza, gave him English breakfast on a pizza vibes. Fair enough. Fair enough. There we go. And I wrote the command slightly incorrectly. Let me fix that command real quick. But that's how we can keep track of just how much we get up to here today. There we are, fixed. How do you ensure to not fall backwards? How do you mean ensure to not fall backwards? How do you mean, LU? Also, let's sort this.
I hope these interest you. Fascinating choice.
Slap that out of there. There we go. Alright. Well, let's get us onto the next Fisher. That spy should still be up. There it is. I have an exceptional relic. Fair enough. You say, when I'm squatting, sometimes I start falling backwards because the central mass goes behind my feet. Well, it shouldn't, is the point. So, what you want to be doing is making sure that as you go down, you're keeping your head level. You want to be imagine there's a pole right from your head through to your feet. You keep your head going down that pole straight. You keep your entire balance straight through the heels of your feet. So you shouldn't be leaning backwards, you shouldn't be falling forwards. The balance should keep you going straight down, straight up. You keep your back straight in the process. You tuck your bottom out behind you as you go down. Your knees bending forwards. And with your arms, it depends on what you're doing. If you're just doing a simple bodyweight squat, you could cross them over, hold them in front of you, put them to your temples, whatever you wish on that. If you're holding some weights, follow the guidelines of whatever workout program you're following. All the way through, you are going straight down, straight up, putting all of the force through your thighs into your heels.
These foes deserve your respect.
So that
With quick deaths.
it shouldn't be a matter of trying to correct your balance.
Watch out.
If you are correcting your balance, then you're leaning rather than pushing.
Have a matching relic.
You don't want to be leaning down.
A fissure. Defend
You want to be
yourself.
lowering yourself, not dropping, lowering yourself on the muscles, and then pushing back up.
The reactant is working on your relic.
Again, all through the legs there, keeping your back straight. And when you do come back up, don't try to rock it up. Get the form first. Get used to it. Bring yourself up gently at a steady pace. And whilst you go through that pace, again, make sure that that force is going in the right direction, that the balance is natural.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look
When you get to the
inside.
top of it, don't lock your knees up. You don't want to be going to the absolute maximum extension. You go to the point that you are now fully standing. And then repeat as needed. With almost every single exercise ever, the first times you're doing it, you do it slowly until you get it correct. You can add speed and weight whenever, as long as you are doing it correctly, because if you're not doing it correctly, it doesn't matter how fast you're doing it, you're just not actually doing it.
The enemy will start destroying data.
It'd be like speedrunning a mission in Warframe, but you fail. Who cares how fast you can do the mission if you don't actually do the mission, right? Also, I can't go through that one. We'll go through this one. Up. There we go.
Data extracted. They won't even know it's gone. We have everything we came for. Get to extraction.
Squats are really good without weights. They are, absolutely. Just straight up bodyweight squats are plenty fine as an exercise for the average person. Not the only exercise you want to do, but if there's any one exercise to pick, they're a damn good one. It's more than possible to be just completely fit. Also, silver, completely fit with nothing but bodyweight exercises. You don't need the weights.
Approaching.
Petra, usually put your hands on the hips for squats. Yeah, fair do. The arms are almost entirely uninvolved in the squat.
Importance of clarity.
So you just kind of can put them wherever. If it gives you a bit of balance, if it helps you to maintain your posture, all the better. But honestly, they are just kind of there for it. Different exercises work your arms. And don't try to combine an exercise that would work out your arms while squatting. Just do the squat. This isn't some weird knockoff CrossFit, alright? Looks like I'm all out of upgraded relics here, so let's just sort this by owned and start cracking through this 85 relic stack I have here. Good lord. Anyone need one of those? Cypher saying, I like that Araxi's one has such absurd health orb drops. You managed to get 3,000 extra health with one Loke Surge. Oof. Oh, lovely.
Their rage is vehement, their focus impressive. Give them all
So your relic stacks at 150 to 180. Seems like you got some cracking to do.
Fishers. You need them to open a relic, but are you confident you can withstand it?
Bah.
Near a fissure. Corrupted foes are dropping range.
I'll probably switch off of the gas build on this. Like, theoretically, gas is a really, really good status type in terms of holding an area, making use of the headshot, scaled extra damage. Because electric, as much as it's there, it then runs out when the enemy dies. I've never really gelled with gas too much as an overall pick. It seems to offer more than it actually gives, is how it feels. Anytime you get a crack, does it ever release an endless? I mean, depending on your loading times, you don't need endless ones. We're not doing endless right now, we're doing spy mission. Question, what's automod? Automod is an in-game tool that makes it where mods are just put onto the weapons and Warframe for you. And it's been repeatedly improved by DE to make it more and more reliable. I meant to press 3, not 2 there. Ah, whatever. Fuck the alarms. I definitely intended to press 3, not 2. Oh well. Oh well. Yeah, Automod doesn't understand a lot of the minutiae of modding, and certainly won't teach you how to then add additional formers to get the best results. It'll work with what it's got within some relatively limited parameters. So you meant this in this channel as a VIP perk rather than in-game? Oh, right. Okay, yeah. Immune to Automod. So, Automod is a Twitch feature and can be used on some bots to restrict certain things people can do. Previously, one of the most standout ones on this was link filtering. If someone posted a link and they weren't already a VIP or subscriber, then the bot would mute them for a short time to defend against spam bots. But as spam bots have been frankly on the decrease as far as it seems on Twitch, I've disabled that restriction. Also, that's a gold. That is another gold.
Stay focused. There's a heavy
What
unit
you have
approaching.
learned here
So.
will serve you well.
It's very simple again. LU. Because let me just you don't need jacket, blocking the view of what you got. So the idea is you want to keep your back straight. Now, straight doesn't mean literally straight like a board. You're going to have some natural curvature to yourself. Don't worry about that. But keep your arms wherever you want them. Hold into a fist in front works fine. Legs about shoulder width apart. So you're trying to line your whole body up. Straight lines down there. And then as you go down, you see head goes straight down. Body goes out. Like that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like that. And that should keep you balance. We need a full fitness stream for QTCC. I feel like I am not fit enough to really pitch that as a stream idea. You know, if I had a fit build, if I had the abs to go with it, sure, why not? But lacking that, it seems a little bit unreasonable. It seems unreasonable. Don't need to be fit to exercise? Sure, you don't need to be fit, but at the same time, just a fitness stream, certainly trying to espouse all the benefits in thereof and doing it correctly. As much as I know a fair amount of the theory, I've just not put in the practice. Yeah. I'll be honest, I just haven't put in the practice. Last time I tried working out properly was a long time ago now. It was back when I was still working a part-time retail job, years before I became a content creator. I held a routine as best I could for 6 months, going to the gym multiple times a week, and I can tell you now, at no point during the entire 6 months of going to the gym, at no point, not even for one moment, did I enjoy being in that gym. It wasn't bad music, it wasn't bad environment, it wasn't bad people. I just don't enjoy it. Nil. And considering that after 6 months, all I had to really show for it was the button on my trousers getting too tight and showing that evidently I was indeed gaining weight. Because I am one of those people who has usually been chronically underweight, not overweight. So, gaining size on the trousers and having a couple co-workers rather inappropriately comment on my ass, and that was about it. I didn't feel better, I didn't feel that I looked better, and I never bloody well enjoyed it. So when a full-time job came along and took up more of my time, it fell to the wayside. That's how it felt. Mirrorly, thank you very much for the 3 gifted subs there, bringing us up to hitting last month's sub goal today. Oops, I forgot to restart that. We got there. It may be a few days late, but we got there. Thank you very much, Mirrorly. Much appreciated. The August goal is complete. That sounds about my usual timekeeping on getting things done, I suppose. Yeah. Ellie saying, given this, I'm going to take meaning this to squats, feel like I'm not really in tune with my body. I mean, the feedback is lacking. Can't really tell if my head is going straight up and down. Maybe find a mirror. You will need a mirror, Ellie. Yes, you will need a mirror. So when I first started doing the squats myself, knowing about, oh, is my back straight? Is my head going up and down? I just couldn't tell. I straight up just could not tell. Because again, yeah, it's like you say, the feedback isn't there. You're expecting your body to report this information to your brain to give you a good theory of body as to where you're at, and your brain just doesn't have that reference. You ask it, have you gone down? And body just goes, well, we're closer to the ground, so I guess. Doesn't really tell you much of anything. Are we leaning? Body goes, I mean, we're doing a lot of stuff right now, so none of the information is there. It's all a new experience to you. If you've not done much in the way of working out, certainly with those kinds of routines, it's just not there. So use a mirror, have a friend to work out with as well, or go to gym and have a assistant there walk you through it, and get into the routine of it with the guidance so you know what it feels like. Because once you feel it, your brain then has experienced it and has learned it. With repetition to keep the lesson. And once you've learned it that many times over, you then feel when you're doing it wrong and you can correct it. Why don't I go into a bit of an Australian accent there for a sec? Because an accent fills in when I'm doing a voice that's supposed to be not me speaking. Why not pick up just a random accent to fill the spot? Diversity and all that. Plus, hey, what better accent to use than describing the idea of a body that's all upside down trying to understand itself? Cheers, Bite. A thing to add in terms of my, at least understanding of the theory of working out on that side of things, is that, as I say, I went to the gym for a not tiny amount of time doing a regular routine. That it didn't produce the results I wanted is perhaps a mix of diet and how much I was putting into said routine. That's just the fact of it there, and the enjoyment I didn't get. Prior to that, I've also done many years of martial arts, so including the stretches as well as just the sensory awareness that comes with that.
These foes deserve your respect. Honor them with
So
deaths.
I do have experience behind me to an extent on that, which you may not have yourself.
Avoid fissures nearby. Do you
So don't look at me as a novice that should have the same kind of awareness and understanding as yourself, because I'm not.
collect reactive?
I'm a step above novice. One single step.
Only corrupted enemies will drop it. The reactor is
But yeah.
working on your relic. Find more.
The best way to get good at working out is to go to a gym and ask for help on getting good at working out. Because, believe it or not, the people at the gym
Focused.
usually know what the fuck they're doing. Just stay away
Be
from
on
the
the lookout
juicers.
for increased security measures.
They can live their own life.
The
You
enemy would rather just
don't
store
need to
their
do that.
data than let it get into our hands.
We Baron always collect our
I want more of that reactance. I'm going to stay closer to allies, because there's one over there. That was an unintentional hard landing. I fell further than I thought I would. No, my companion! It got nuked! There's too many Eximus. And not enough stacks on the weapon. What build am I even using at the moment?
Well done, Tenno. Your relic is opened.
If you'd stop screwing up my UI, I could have a look as to what I've got equipped. That is Deadhead. Okay. I guess I just haven't got kills. You say it might be better at doing okay upside down than okay squatting? Well, I mean, upside down is just reorientation. Squatting is a whole medley of muscles working together to make a certain position happen, and holding it before proceeding to the rest state. Anyone can flip upside down, often in an ungainly fashion, but it takes a little bit more effort to squat properly and safely.
Everything we came for. Get to extraction.
It's like the difference between making a noise on a piano and playing music. Just because you can make a noise that doesn't immediately hurt the ears, doesn't mean you've quite mastered something called a chord. I suppose in that analogy, you can consider a squat a simple scale. Da 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 da. Because you go down and up gently and in a measured process. It's not a crazy complicated exercise, it's not a whole song of an exercise, but it is still more than just slamming your fingers on the keys. Wow, the best item here is a Paris piece. That is... yikes. I'll take it.
As you conquer the foe, so you conquer yourself.
Yes, Ellie. Your weapons make music? Well, mine make noise. Fitting. We rolling? I don't know, we're rolling. We're just cracking. No, I don't know where Brother Oni's bringing up the rolls from. Look, the vet kids can call whatever they want, quite frankly. They don't get an opinion. I've seen what they do with their boards.
Accept your death, and you may yet avoid it. Trust in your training.
Void fissures. You need them to open a relic, but are you confident you can withstand their fury?
Ah yes, the fury of a Void Fisher. Has anyone ever felt like a Void Fisher was particularly furious?
The enemies are dropping reactant. Keep fighting.
I don't think I ever have.
More reactant. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Tenno.
Also, I don't mean this all the best way. When are we going to get spy vaults that have 4 vaults, not 3?
Data, then let it get into our hands.
I don't even mind if it's just another rotation A item. Just, if there's 4 people in the squad, I feel like a 4th vault should be added. Because the fact that people can split up and there's one person guaranteed to not have an objective thing to do just kind of
Your relic is opened.
sucks. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Also, don't mind me just doing some absolutely amazingly long dashes.
The target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start
Get
destroying
sniped.
data.
Looks like this is my way through today. Slot into here. Pop that because I'm being shot at.
Excellent work. A clean extraction with no alarms.
Beautiful.
We have everything we came for. Get to extraction.
Ah, damn, screwed that one up. That was better. That was worse. No, oh. That little bit of terrain is just... Oof. There we are, and... No, alright, I'll take the 03SEP25 blade. It's another no on the gold there. Oh god, what is that noise?
They fought well. Good
Stir me like a bison so far? Sometimes that happens. Hey, Vicious Frost though. How much does that one go for these days? Vicious Frost? It's Rhyme Rounds that most people are after, isn't it? The Vicious Frost is... it's only 10 plat. Radicus saying, I couldn't understand what you're saying, Ken, in regards to spy vaults. I think it makes sense, but I wonder if it hasn't changed to allow for one player to be a backup. Yeah, I mean, either which way you shake it, you're just going to have someone standing around either trying to fix mistakes or just being a bit of a lemon, frankly. Someone in the squad is going to be a lemon, either failing it or waiting whilst everyone else succeeds it. But yeah, it's it just feels like such an odd decision to have something with very clear, distinct objectives, and then there's 3 of them. In almost every other mission, we either have a single team objective we're working together on, multiple team objectives where everyone can contribute, or no objective at all that really teams. It's just kind of time, and then you get spy. It's an oddity. You wish Labs in 1999 had gone spies? It's kind of interesting that we didn't get vaults to crack open in the Intrati Labs when you think about it, yeah. We instead got Netracells. Rather than hacking our way in, we convince our way in? Which, I mean, fair enough. And then no 1999 spy certainly is interesting, given that the avenues for having more curious setups there. Retro style laser grids. No, you could copy pretty much everything out of old Bond films at that point. Ah. Who knows what D might be cooking.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit.
Need more reactant.
Tenno, be on the lookout for increased security measures.
Come on, enemies, get corrupted. With all the save effects, it's actually getting a little hard to tell who's corrupted and who isn't. There we go. If it's Grenadier, it's definitely corrupted. There we are.
Well done, Tenno.
I will crack this one open, don't you mind me. Already on it. Doop-de-doo. Doop-de-doo-de-doo-de-doo-de-doo. Everyone's playing Avara except me? Oh yeah. I've done spy vaults plenty. I don't need some invis frame for it.
Extracted. They won't even know it's gone.
Got friggin' Lavos. But also, that was the entire point of me doing the that now ancient video of doing the Corpus Spy Vaults with Grendel. Was to show you could do it with basically any frame. The frame whose entire identity as a big fat fucker could just waltz through the Spy Vaults flawlessly, yeah, you know it's fine. Happy I say, part of me thinks D doesn't want to spend the time designing new Spy Vaults. Possibly that. I think it's going to be more that ask people what mission they despise. Ask people generally what missions do they not enjoy, and I can guarantee you the top 3 are going to be hijack, defection, spy. It's just the way. So many people bitch about spy missions. Also, quad silver. Other ones that people will mope about might be about the reward payouts rather than the mission itself, but people will just straight up complain about spy itself rather than rewards. Yeah. Infested Salvage is up there. Plenty of people complain about that. People complain about mirror defense, bubble defense. There are people that complain about disruption, people that complain about survival, normal defense, people that complain about everything, sure. But if you poll the entire player base at large, fairly certain those would be the top 3 that sit there. And an interesting point from Luke, actually. Luke saying, my main issue with Spy is how easy another player can throw the mission. Which, understandable, honestly, yeah. How many missions can someone actively screw it up for you? There are places where they can make it difficult or slow, but there's not very many where they make it an active screw up. Where if someone speeds over to a vault and fails it, you just can't get the Rotation C reward now. It's just inaccessible, it's gone. Yeah. What's bubble defense? Who said bubble? Did you hear mobile as bubble? You might have. Fair do, Jaina. Fair do. Public Spy is awful. Yeah, that's the thing as well. It's like, how many sorties do people say that... Yeah, people say they'll do sorties solo every time there's a spy in it because you can't trust people to do spy correctly. So as much as I would like to see more spy missions, I can see why D don't put in the time. Because they're going to have the data on their side and it's probably going to verify how much people don't want to do it. Or how much people do it solo to avoid other people. Rescue? Rescue, it's actually hard for someone to screw it up for you. They can make it where you don't get exactly the reward you were looking for, but let's be honest, rescue rewards aren't that big of a deal in the first place. The bigger part of rescue is, oh no, a timer has been started, but if you can't do a rescue in the time that the time has been started, you are slow. That's a skill issue. Whereas, it doesn't matter how quick you are at spy, if you go to one vault and some idiot goes to another vault, they can fail it before you have a chance to get there. And then that's it, it's done. Rotation C lost, sortie is over, that sort of thing. They are. I can see from that perspective why that would have the ego. You know what? Maybe not. I'm just going to pop this one. I'm right here. Oop. Or I'm going to roll past it. That works too.
You're nearing the console. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data.
Oh, can we not have the corrupted inside the room? Thanks.
The relic has been cracked open.
I don't know how that didn't see me. Ah, it's closed. Damn it. We'll go the other side. Oh, hi there. There we go.
Excellent work. A clean extraction with no alarms.
Yeah, the thing with Hijack is that when it came out, I think I was not alone in saying that what's it called? Ascension was basically just better Hijack. And even then, Ascension is not the greatest of modes. But it's still just so much better than Hijack. What's wrong with it? What's wrong with Ascension? Honestly, it's just a basically zero stakes mission of just hurry up and wait. Please go find these very hard to find devices. And they are frustratingly hard to find. They get waypointed only when you're really right on top of them. It's otherwise a lot of waiting around for my liking. And the entire mission is pretty much protected against anything going wrong. Oh no, did the enemy shoot the objective a bit? Don't worry, you can just wait a few seconds, we'll have it back online, it's fine. Right.
Data extracted.
Is it?
They won't even know it's gone.
It's just immortal?
Everything we
Okay.
came for. Get to extraction.
I'm not saying it's the worst mission, which is why it wasn't in my immediate list of top 3 worst ones, but it still wasn't great. You think Disruption is probably the best mode? Honestly, I'd say Disruption is one of the best modes as well, yeah. Damn, where the hell is my streamer look gone? What is this? I'll take the nail piece, it's better. When are we removing mobile defense from the game? Honestly, I would be fine with them keeping mobile defense in all the places they exist on the sole condition... No, 2 conditions. I would give 2 conditions to it. 1, can we actually have some reward for mobile defense? Have you ever looked into what the rewards are for mobile defense missions? It's it's really quite something. It's really quite something. And then the second thing is, let's do away with the data mass. Just completely delete the data mass from the game. It's a small issue, but it comes up very occasionally, where someone will hold on to the data mass and not plug it in. Let's just make it a button, alright? Just click. We don't need a data mass. It adds nothing to the gameplay to have one person in charge of when the mission continues. Just make it a button. Or a power button. A power button is just a way of making the button happen. It's a button. I don't care what the button looks like. I don't care how the button operates, but it's a button. Happy Hour say, how about no timer on mobile defense? Treat it like one way of defense. I feel like that's just a different mission objective at that point, but I mean, it's an option. I think D wanted to be distinguished from defense in that it is a timed defense. If you want to just pacifist lock it down, you can. However they shake it up, the main takeaway for me is that the reward just isn't there. And for a game mode as uninvolved as mobile defense, I don't see it.
Their rage is vehement.
Why is that one of the missions that's given no reward table?
All warriors down.
Actually none. Survival gives you more rewards.
But are you confident you can withstand their fury? We're near a fissure. Corrupted foes are dropping reactant. Use it to crack open a relic. You are going to need more reactant. Want to open that relic.
Fun fact, weapons deal 10% more damage if you say boop when you get a headshot.
Heavy unit approaching.
You won't find that on the wiki, because it's complete bullshit, but it still works.
Walkers incoming.
Boop. See? I didn't say boop that time, so it lived. Matrix say if you weren't playing Lavos to give additional elements with the Vadara Prime, will you still use the mod target acquired or swap it out for elemental damage? Target acquired, yeah. I would say target acquired, electric or gas build. Either's fine, but the main thing is that it benefits the status procs twice over, so it's kind of like a faction mod to status effects. And it's a sniper rifle. Headshotting is kind of what it does.
You're nearing
So
the
why not
console.
get the benefit?
Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data.
Those are moving a bit slow today. Well, I say that. You know what? I probably could have hacked that. But I'll do it now. Auto breach. It feels like there's someone in my vault. I better not turn around and see someone in my vault.
Excellent work. A clean extraction with no alarms.
Hmm.
We have everything we came for. Get to extraction.
Maybe it was just my companion running up against my face.
You have collected
Alright, we're good.
enough reactant to open the relic.
There we are. And again, what's happened to all the gold? You know, I'm taking the Severgoth piece. Might as well work towards completing another set to sell. That is another horrible sounding set of guns, thanks.
Good.
Hello Raptor, how's my Wednesday going? Pretty well. Pretty well indeed. My issue with having mobile defense switch to you can activate all terminals at once is then it enters into a spy situation where someone can actively go along and screw up the mission for you. So if you have a mobile defense, two of you have loaded in, that's just how many you've got, you go to one console and dipshit goes and activates consoles 2 and 3. You know, we physically cannot defend all 3 consoles. Why have you done this? A console is destroyed, the mission is a failure. Missions that enable griefing like that are unfortunately poor design because the internet exists, and a lot of people on the internet are shit. We all know it. I'm aware that I am currently on intact relics, so that does reduce the chance of golds quite significantly from me, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Co-op design is quite restrictive.
These foes deserve your respect.
Friendship doors exist. So friendship doors were an attempt to deal with people sprinting off and taking the mission away from others,
Avoid fissures nearby.
actively trying to slow you down and work together. Let's be real, they basically failed at that job.
Look out for reactant. The collected enemies are dropping reactant.
They basically
Collect it
failed.
to open the void relic.
Can't say the fuck up.
Don't
There we are.
forget the reactant. You need more to open that relic.
Nice idea, but a relic of
Stay
days
focused.
gone
There's a
past.
heavy unit approaching. Tenno, be on the lookout for increased security
There we
measures.
go, that is correct. Let's go
Destroy
open
their
vault.
data, then let it get into our hands.
Griefing could be patched with a fancy reset button near things. The fancy reset button is called Restart the Mission.
We'll take a look inside.
and then don't have that rando join you, but you've still had to go through the process of resetting, you've been griefed. That's the whole point. With mobile defense, there is one defense objective, you have to defend it. At least with excavation, if someone pops another excavator too soon, they can't outright fail the mission, that excavator dies, and then you're just in a position ready to be able to defend the next one. So, it's not terrible in that regard. Hey guys, I made noise, didn't I? Here you go. Hoi. 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 Ah, you know what, slam it. Oh. How did I not set off an alarm doing that? What? How did I not set off an alarm just randomly slamming into that?
Data extracted.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Won't even know it's gone. We have everything we came for. Get to extraction.
That was a streamer look? Yeah. There we go, that's what I get. My streamer look isn't loot today, it's I can't do a spy mission wrong. Sure. Also, you have to admire that triple dash, that was... Rewards, however, once again, pile of crap. Okay, I don't know if I even want this piece, it's not that much better than one of these. I'll take Phantasma, it's a weird sounding one. Something like a minigame hacking reset terminal for each spy vault, make the griefing situation less problematic. At that point, you're just going through the process of finding ways to say, hey, you didn't actually fail the mission, like you failed it, but you didn't fail it. So sorry someone griefed you, but now you can be ungriefed. Or just, you know, not having griefing in other mission designs, that'd be great. Are we doing 5 squats per silver, 1 per common? Nope. Rules are the rules. Although, I do have a backup rule if needs be, which is, if it's all commons, do 5. But that's just not as headline grabbing as 10 for every gold. Maybe I'll have to make it 20 for every gold. But then we get a string of good luck and my legs fall off. So let's not do that. We'll rotate to a new fish in a moment. It'll be luckier somewhere else.
These foes deserve
It's every time I
respect.
could pick a gold,
Honor
Kelly.
them with quick deaths.
So if there are 2 golds, I could pick a gold, so 10 squats. If there's 1 gold, but I prefer the silver, then I could pick a gold, so it's 10 squats.
You have a matching relic.
Yeah.
A fisher. Defend yourself and use reactive to open relics.
Good to say if you did 10 for every gold, it'd be £400. I'm not sure I understand what you mean there.
Reactive.
Unless you just... Nope. No, I ain't got anything on that.
Stay focused.
Gonna get
There's
buffed
a
by the
high
end?
danger
I
approaching.
wish it were that easy to get buffed. God fucking damn.
Be on the lookout
If
for
that's all it
security
took to get
areas.
shredded, I would already be shredded. No joke. Come on, how many squats did I do in QTCC last year? Granted over the course of the month, but still. A large chunk in one stream.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside. We've got
Oh, you don't ever get
around.
gold? Fair enough. I get the joke now. That is the joke. Got it. Looks like I am beat to every location. No, wait, no, I might grab C. We'll see. Sorry. Couldn't resist. There we are. Pop you. Rocket down that. Missed the camera, but it's fine. Oop. I just realised that was higher than I was jumping. Ta-da!
A clean extraction with no alarms. We have everything we came for. Get to extraction.
And to extraction I shall get. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Just hitting every magnetic proc or disruption field along the way, but it's fine. Oh, I'm invis.
Stay
Okay.
focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Double gold! Now I will do the 20. Sod it. I will do the 20. It's been too long since the last golds. Double gold it is. It's only 20 squads anyway. Now those of you who are joining along, you only need to do the 10. But if you choose to do extra, you know, if you want to get a rotation B out of your squads, go for it. Why not? Alright then. That is. Again, legs, shoulder width apart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, Vicious Frost. 7, 8, 9, 10. And then the second gold. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and a slow one. Whee! And slowly back up. And fun fact, for those of you unfamiliar with exercising, you might think that a slow exercise is the easier one. Whew, moment of breath. You would be incorrect. You would be incorrect because with a fast exercise, you get to throw momentum into it. Certainly when you're bouncing back up, you might be like, oh yeah, just bound your way through it, let gravity just slam you down, you shoot back up. By the way, wrong way to do it. Wrong way to do it. You want to be engaging your legs throughout. So, the slower that you do it, and you can hear I'm a little out of breath, the slower that you do it, the better in that regard. Because, yeah, you just have to engage your legs to keep yourself from dropping. You go down, and then engage your legs fully to go up. It's the same with almost all exercises. Doing it slowly and perfect to form is actually a bit harder and better for you. You don't want to be using momentum, you want to be using your muscles. Right, let us continue. You use cracks on every single one. Just means you're getting used to it. Do jumping squats next time. This floor is a little bit rickety, I'd rather not. I'm on the ground floor of my house, and it still is somehow a bit of a rickety floor. I don't trust it. So yeah. Alright, do we have an alternative fisher we could have a look at? A different type? Neo. Neo would be good. Let's see. Refinement of Neos. Yeah, I got some Radiance. Perfect. Let's do that. They're Glaive Radiance. Why do I have Radiant Glaive relics just sat around? What? What? Why? Well, let's see if we can get some of them. How much are those even worth at the moment? Glaive, Prime, Blueprint. Oh, it's only 17 platinum. What happened? Ugh. Yeah, I was on the second floor, first floor in the UK, at my previous place, LU. I'm now on the ground floor, first floor for those in the US. The blade is where the value is at, of course, because you need 2 of them. Yeah. That's where it's at. Also true, yeah. glaive slash procs did become a little bit less valuable,
Their
didn't they?
focus and press in. Give them all warriors down.
There are void fissures in the area. Use these to crack open a relic. You found a fissure. Look out for reactant. Collect
Yeah, fun fact.
to open your relic.
In the UK, we have ground floor,
Enemies will drop
first floor, second floor, third floor,
reactant.
and so on.
More to open.
Whereas a US standard is first floor is the bottom,
Focus.
second,
There's a heavy
third,
rain
fourth.
approaching.
And this is just an interesting cultural difference that doesn't usually cause any problems, maybe a little bit of a joke in communication, until it comes to RuneScape. When it comes to RuneScape, this has caused a lot of problems.
Finish your mission and
Because RuneScape,
inside.
RuneScape is made by a British company, Jagex. Or Jagex, if you will. I think it's Jagex. And so they would refer to everything in a British manner. Because why not? They're British. That's what we fucking do. We speak our language, thank you very much. So, when people start reading guides or even just listening to NPCs, they say, ah yes, you can find the priest, he's on the first floor of the church. And they walk into the bottom of the church, they go, where the fuck is the priest? They said first floor. They check back with the NPC, like, yeah, definitely on the first floor. They check the wiki guide. Yeah, he's on the first floor. They dip it. Yeah, he's on the first floor. Until eventually they read a message that says, all indication of floors is written in British standard. Because it's a British bloody game.
Another successful
The
mission.
first floor,
Find
you need to
extraction.
go up the stairs to. Because it's not the ground, it's the first floor. There. Whee! I don't like that the fan takes you most of the way there, but it's fine. Also, oh. I'll take the wisp bit. Take the wisp.
You are a blade. You exist to
Just say British first in the same manner as Baker's dozen? No, I'll say first. And then if I need to translate it, I'll say American second. Because here's the thing. I'm speaking English. And I'm in the country called England, which is where English comes from. Now, if some colony that's got a little bit too big for itself decides to call their variant of the language English as well, that's their problem. It's the first floor, or American second. We're not going to label it for you. Alright, off we pop. There's a difference between dozen and Baker's dozen? Yeah, Baker's dozen is 13. Why is it 13? Baker's, that's why. There are various reasons given, and I've never taken the time to look at the etymology to know what the actual reason is, if there's even one singular reason.
true mastery of the ten of
It's such an old phrase that at this point, I'm not sure I could find the actual reason for why a baker's dozen is 13. I've heard everything from a taste test product to ones can be damaged or burnt or lost to trying to convince you to buy more product. Because if you have 13 buns and 12 hot dogs, then, oh no, I've got a bun left but no hot dog. Well, I need to go get some more hot dogs now. Oh no, I've got too many hot dogs and not enough buns. Guess I'm going to have to get some more buns now.
You have collected enough
And the absolute travesty with this kind of thing is that there are so many possible reasons that if you Google it, you'll probably find all of them. And you'll find a blog for each one confidently asserting that their one is the correct one. So, good luck, unless you use a reputable source to verify where it's actually from. And very often, these reputable sources will end up telling you, we don't really know, because people didn't really write a lot of stuff. Good luck. Oh, that's another gold. That is another gold. Those of you playing along, I hope you're ready. Because we're going again. Just the one gold this time. Just the one gold. So whilst that's still picking, we go. 1,
Your will
2,
was greater.
3,
This is good.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we are. You squats there? You don't have to do it, Tenor Ben. You can sit in your Transference chair all day long. You'll be fine. Until you won't be. Let's see. Brother only saying, bread used to be sold by weight. 1 dozen small loaves had to be a certain weight or else the baker could be fined. So they'd sell a 13th to make sure they definitely had enough. Okay. You know what, I'm just going to see if I can find the etymology of this for certain. Etymology, baker's dozen. Let's see. These are a lot of questionable sources. Britannica, that should be a good one, maybe? There are a few theories as to why a baker's dozen became 13. But the most widely accepted, this sounds very blogged, but it's fact-checked by the editors of Encyclopedia Britannica. Most widely accepted has nothing to do with avoiding beating. There are laws about the price of bread. Yeah. So that's what Britannica is claiming, and fact-checked supposedly by the editors of the Encyclopedia Britannica. Alright then. Alright then. From Plodica, I've been watching a few of your videos the last few days. The common theme in all of them is your information is incredibly concise and well delivered. Thanks for the vids, man. You're very welcome. Glad you've enjoyed the videos, and welcome into the channel as well. Hope you enjoy your stay. So, ooh, did that extremely vanish? It did. Okay, let's go for the rescue. That'll do. Why is it only bakers that get their own dozen? Why can't anyone else make dozens? I mean, you can, Cosmo. It's just how language has evolved. Ultimately, you could have the Cosmo dozen and have it mean 15. It's just, do you really want to have a phrase attached to your name where this phrase is, oh, look at you, you're so special, you need to have a number that's completely wrong? Well, fair enough then, Cosmo. Point is, you can name things how you damn well please. It's just the reason the name has stuck for so long is partly because it's so weirdly incorrect.
Focus impressive. Give them all warriors death.
That it was done to be extra safe on making sure they had hit another quality that 12 in itself may not actually have hit.
A fissure. Defend yourself and use reactant to open relics. The corrupted enemies are dropping reactant. Collect it to open the void. The reactant is working.
Let's
like
grab
a
some more of that
relic.
reactant.
Find more. You're still in the clear. No detection.
I had
of
it
enemy sensors.
recently where on my, I think it was on the Caliban video where I called him out as Jack of all trades, master of none, which I maintain is accurate. Because even his summoning side is not really that great, so he's not a master of it.
Find out what's
Jack of all trades, master of none, and someone felt the need to pop up into the comments. Well, actually, the full phrase is Jack of all trades, master of none, but still better than a master of one. I was like, okay, they refer to it as the full quote. There's not just one quote. That phrase didn't come into existence in its entirety. It is the way these things very frequently go. There's always history to it, and when it comes to these extended phrases where suddenly their point changes because there's a little bit more to it that no one ever mentioned, almost always it comes down to someone later on changing or adding to the quote to make the point. Eliu! Eliu! It's this one.
Bypass complete. You may proceed.
You just go under it. Why are you stood there, waiting? Oh, that's closed. That's closed. Oh dear. It's on the other side then. Darn. Sometimes that happens where both entries on the left are closed. You know, you wanted to kill the wardens? You can still kill the wardens, or do they just not spawn?
Here are the holding cells. Search each one for the hostage.
You know, I've never actually thought about if the wardens spawn or not.
You're dead, Tenno. Let's go home.
You've located the hostage. Escort the prisoner to the extraction point, and I'll
Oh, here's a fun one. Yeah. They say the customer is always right in manners of taste. Yeah, so just going back on the whole Caliban thing, the original phrase is Jack of all trades. That's the original phrase. Jack of all trades, master of none was an update to turn it into an insult, because the Jack of all trades is actually a good thing. And then
stay focused.
the follow-up from that is, oh, well, let's make it still better than a master of one, suggesting that being too specialized is worse than being a Jack of all trades, trying to flip the point again. I'll take the Zaki piece, why not? The customer is always right, it's another interesting one. The customer is always right was the original phrase. And it actually meant exactly that. The customer is always right. If the customer tells you, this product is faulty, I want a refund, then I think it was Selfridge who coined the quote, or coined the phrase, was telling the staff, alright, take the customer's word for it. The customer is always right. It was an attempt at a paradigm shift in the way that business handled their customers. Rather than buyer beware, rather than treating your customer adversarially, nope, you bought it, it's yours now, you deal with it. It was instead a service-first approach to support the customers. And to basically win market share that way. So the update to it, which a lot of people tout as the full quote, the customer is always right in manners of taste, or matters of taste, however it's phrased, that is a more modern rehash of it to try and redefine it. It's not the original. Another one that's common for that kind of thing is blood is thicker than water, where people say, well, actually the real quote is, the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb, to literally invert the phrase. That's not where it started. That is not how the phrase started. That was a redesign introduced by someone trying to make a reverse point. Watch out for those. Definitely watch out for those. I look up now and I see Tanner Ben actually mentioned the blood of the water 1 moment ago. Yeah. A surprising number, perhaps? Actually, maybe not that surprising. Quite a number of these happened only within the last, century. And I suppose part of that comes down to the expansion of people having access to wider communication methods, and therefore wanting to make a point that sticks so widely, or successfully making such a point to have it stick so widely. But yeah, definitely to watch out for. When someone tells you actually the whole phrase, get a source.
There are
Because if it's one of those commonly incorrect phrases, they might actually be the one touting the incorrect bit. At least incorrect insofar as claiming they have the original. Ultimately, all the phrases are correct, unless they are objectively incorrect. Like, the customer is always right is itself objectively incorrect, because very often customers are wrong, but the point of the phrase wasn't the literal interpretation, it was a policy, and so it was still correct. But then the reverse of "it matters of taste" is also correct. Of course the customer is right in matters of taste. They get to decide what they want to have.
If the wardens detect you, they will surely initiate the execution sequence. This is the jail.
It's going to blunder through the front this time. Why not?
Bypass complete. You may proceed.
Put the same. I mean, there's space in language terms to be used, otherwise communication will be kind of stuck at one point. Yeah.
Located the hostage. Escort the prisoner to
Communication really comes down to what is it you're trying to convey, and have you successfully conveyed it. It is not enough to think that you are correct in your communication. It is only sufficient when the receiving party has received that communication. No matter where one tries to put the blame, ultimately the communication has failed if you've not, well, communicated it. So in the event of me saying Caliban is a jack of all trades, master of none, there is encapsulated my entire point. Whether one talks about the earlier phrase of just jack of all trades, or the later phrase, the addition of still better than master of one, neither of those were the point I was communicating. It comes down to what point are you actually trying to make. Alex, I always thought that going through those lasers would raise alarms. Is that not always true? Honestly, can't remember. I was just blundering through because I didn't care. Mr. Fox saying, can't think of a single inverse quote or idiom in my native language of Lithuanian. Fair enough. I also can't think of a single one in Lithuanian, but for an entirely different reason. Logan, cheers. Now, let's see. What relics are we down to at this point? We've got a couple Radiants. Oh, we got 3 Radiants still, actually. Still pretty high chance of golds then, actually, all told. Lithuanian's a dying language. Fair enough. That is just the way it goes.
Your weapons make music.
Just the way it goes.
Enemy calls for a song.
Void fishers. You need them to open a relic, but are you confident you can
I'm rushing ahead again. I need the freaking reactant. I just autopiloted into, ooh, waypoint. Go, go, go.
look out for reactant. The corrupted enemies are
God damn it.
dropping
Where is it? There it is.
Collected.
Got it.
You're still in the clear.
I was just triggering the enemy spawns. That's what it was.
The reactant is working on your relic. Find more.
Just triggering the enemies. So handy.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit.
Where's this guy going? Alright.
There's no telling what the captors are
Oh,
doing
we just
to a
nuked my
rescue target.
fucking companion.
Find the holding cell immediately. That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Dash ahead. There we go.
You are approaching
Drop
the
in.
holding area. Careful. If the wardens
Let's see what
detect
happens
you,
here.
they will surely
If I
initiate
take out
the
that and walk
execution
through.
sequence.
Huh. Although, it also hasn't been started yet, so maybe the alarms can't happen. Yeah.
The bypass is done. Go. We've reached the prison. Find our prisoner in one of these cells.
There we are.
I will not forget this, Tenno.
And let's pop out of here.
Subject found. You need to bring the captive to safety. Protect them at all costs.
Oh, you nullify. That bubble wasn't open. Open it the moment I was next in. Nah, whatever. Even lasers bow for King Lavos. Fair dude. It's a gold piece. It's a gold piece. Squatters, it's time. Oh, did I update the counter on the previous ones? I actually think I forgot to. Oopsie. We'll update that in a moment. So, 1,
You have learned here
2,
will serve you well.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I did that slightly out of form. Felt that. Right then, let's see. I know that we should be on 60 because we had 6 golds today. Picked 5 of them. One of them was a double gold, but still. Oh yeah, I definitely have not been doing that. And let's update it further. And there we go. Now it's up. You got 73 void traces? Well, that's alright. I got 28. 30 more squats than you've done in the past year? Oh, damn. 60 squats is what I've done in like the last couple of weeks. Because I've not really been keeping up with it, and that's really bad of me. Like, at all. Yeah. You got 2 kids, you know, have done about that in squats, but not voluntarily. Fair enough. Random question from Moose. Just went back and watched your last Gara video from a few months ago, because thinking about it playing had a question about a 4 explosion. Does it cover more elevation than a 1, or is it the same? It covers more elevation. So the 4 explosion will cover the elevation of the entire height of the glass wall, whereas the 1 is a thick, but not that thick sweep. It used to be a razor-thin sweep when you did the actual sweeping rather than a jab. That has been given some verticality, but not a lot of it. Small technical to get some context. Do you need to stay over the feet? I mean, it partially depends on how big your legs are, I suppose, as to how far out your knees would go. Hold on, let me just... They go out over your feet. Because you want your head going down, so ass goes backwards, but if ass go backwards, your legs is going to have to skew forwards a bit. Your knees are going to push forwards. Not lots, but they are going to go forwards, towards, and perhaps over your toes. That'll probably happen more depending on how long your legs are. Alright, I'm not adding that 1 squat to the counter, because the counter's not set up to handle a 1. It's a freebie. It's a baker's 10 of squats. Yeah, your knees go forward, staying in line with your legs. You don't want to go bow-legged, absolutely not. They go forwards. Your feet should be about shoulder width apart. Toes pointed slightly outwards, not a lot, just slightly. And the direction your toes are pointing is the direction your knees are going. Again, you're going to get all the best on how to squat properly by watching just a guide on YouTube.
And you may yet avoid it.
Seriously. A squat is such a basic thing that if you find a guide for it and it's not got a load of comments going, oh my god, this is shit, you probably found an alright one.
Can withstand their fury.
We're sprinting off again.
Fisher, defend yourself and use
I can't help it. Lavos is designed for speed.
defeat the corrupted and use their reactant to open a relic. Don't forget the reactant. You need one to open that relic. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Find the captive as soon as
Cause I say you don't have to be perfect doing these exercises. Obviously, good posture is important, but don't stress too much about it. Sure, yeah. When it comes to a squat, it is a good idea to at least try to get the overall form good. You only need good, not perfect. Good is good enough. Because let's face it, the form of doing no squats and just being sat on your ass all day after being sat on your ass at a an office job, that's going to do you in.
you have collected
So,
enough
be
reactors
good.
to open the relic.
That's good enough.
Heavy robotic signature detected. Lock and
Back
load.
straight. Head goes straight down and up.
Approaching the holding area. Careful.
So you're not leaning forwards or leaning backwards. And you push through your thighs into the soles of your feet. Not your toes. You're not bending your spine to get there. You're not throwing yourself around. You push. Oh, well, that popped.
The captive will be in one of these cells. Search them.
After you've done...
Bypass is done.
If you've never done squats in the last few years, you will feel the burn very quickly. If you are a reasonably active person, then it may take 10, 20, 30 squats to feel the force on your legs. If you're going to 30 squats before you're really feeling it, unless you are an active person already, I imagine you might be doing it wrong. And the other matter is the depth. Now, how deep you go is, frankly, up to your level of flexibility and practice, but pretty soon into doing squats you should be able to get down to having your knees at a right angle. And that's all bronzes. Yikes. I'll take the Aetherius bit because I don't own it. That was from 4 Radiance? Damn.
Fought well.
Well, that's what the extra 1 squat was for. That's what the extra 1 squat was for. When we got so thoroughly scuppered on Relic. Now, for those of you who are just watching along rather than joining us in the squats, which you're perfectly fine to do, if you are just watching along rather than looking after yourself, consider a trade-off. If you ain't going to do the exercises, and this is assuming you haven't already done a workout today, if you have, you let off. If you're not going to do the exercises, consider at least exercising that subscribe button, you know? If you still want to support the channel without joining in on the exercise routine, go for that one. Sound like a fair trade? If you hit the sub button, I'll let you off on the squats. That's some smooth shilling. Had some good form to it, yes? Mirrorlave! Mirrorlave, thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs. You have now pardoned Alex Kalbov, Creotica, Crescendo Fury, DJ Decker, and BDI Joe. Thank you very much, Mirrorlave, for giving 5 people the gift of rest. Ductile Will, both broken legs. Ductile, you've got a VIP badge. I'll let you off. I'll let you off as well.
Foes deserve your respect. Honor them with quick deaths, and I with your victory.
Watch out. I'm detecting void fissures nearby. Do you have a matching relic?
If you can't do the sub and can't do the squats, yeah, I'll settle for like a Twitter or X post, sorry, Blue Sky post. Any of those will do.
Dropping reactant. Collect it to open the void belt.
Shout out Reddit, why not? Share it with your friends, put it on Facebook.
Stay focused.
But for real, that's the end of the show. I had to get it in there somewhere.
Find the captive as soon as you can.
You can't have a whole stream without mentioning it, you know? Put it on your RSS feed. Good lord.
Your relic is opened.
Mr. Foxer, do you have your ibuprofen for your back this morning?
Walkers incoming. You are approaching the holding area. Careful. If the wardens detect you, they will surely initiate the execution sequence.
Hi, Elliot. Oh, sure, I'll get the door for you. There you go.
You may proceed. We've reached the prison. Find Find our prisoner.
Huh,
in
I
one
didn't
of
blow
these
up the camera
cells.
that time.
Thank the stars, not a minute too soon.
I mean, Birulabe, you know what?
Prisoner located.
You have both a VIP badge and #1 gifter badge. I don't think I'm in any position to complain about how much you may be supporting this channel, yeah?
Don't suppose you have an extra gun?
I don't think I am in any position to complain. You good. Well, that's another gold. That's another gold. Alright then. And a 1. A 2. A 3.
A valuable lesson.
4. That was a quick. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. There we are. Beginning to feel that. Just a teeny bit. Oh well. Also a convenient way of tracking how many golds we've seen. You know. On to the next. Quick reminder as well for y'all, because we have got the plat raffle happening today. So exclamation mark raffle, it is up and running. We got another 75 plat raffle at the end of the day. I did forget to change the scene back, didn't I? Fine. 7 golds in how long? About as long as a stream, pretty much.
Each enemy is more powerful than
So yeah, we have got the plat raffle, and as well, if you haven't already submitted your in-game name using the IGN command, you can do that to ensure that should you win a giveaway on this channel, you always have the reward.
Do you have a matching relic?
No more risking Twitch DMs going awry or any bullshit like that. Just pre-submit your claim.
Use their reactant to open a relic.
If you've already done it in a previous stream, it's still recorded as well.
Find more.
So where else is it?
Stay focused. There
Hassle-filled giveaways. Those are the companies that are trying to get away with, you know, not giving away the item. They factor it in as part of the equation. Like, oh well, we know that 1/3 of these never actually get claimed. Ha ha ha. Something like that. I imagine that's how some of them sound. But I want you guys to have your rewards. I want you to have your giveaways. So, exclamation mark IGN, you can submit that. Exclamation mark raffle, so you know what you're joining. Exclamation mark ticket, so you can actually enter it. And I think that about covers it.
Careful. If the wardens detect you, they will surely initiate the execution sequence.
Boop.
The bypass is done. Go.
That is correct.
Here are the holding cells. Search each one for the hostage.
Opt. I am burning through ciphers on this needlessly, but whatever.
I knew you would come. Thank you.
There we are. Do remember, y'all,
You need to
submitting your IGN is one thing, but you do also need to actually claim a ticket if you want a chance to win it. The IGN is just a record so that when someone wins, I can look at the record and go, ah yes, here is your username, let's get that sent to you. Ciphers are cheap, not to Zomtronic, they're not.
you are a blade. You exist to strike. You strike to win.
Pelicat, I do need to know your platform to go with the username there. I do need to know the platform, because otherwise, it could go the wrong way. There we are, splendid. Alright, let's grab me some more ciphers, just so I know I'm good on them. Let's see here. 100 ciphers. Yeah, I think I have the materials for this. I could build 10,000 or so more ciphers. Yeah. That should do. I'll leave with the hydrate. Cheers. Alright then, where is... Oh, was it closed? Nope, there it is. I knew it hadn't closed. Let's crack the next one. Now, fun fact with the whole IGN command, because I got that set up myself, basically all the bot actually handles is taking the message, grabbing the pieces, and handing it over to the program I wrote. I did consider putting in the program to identify if someone's already registered their username and let them know, but then I realized it doesn't actually matter. If you've submitted your username and you're not sure if you'd already submitted it, either which way, you know on submitting it, you've submitted it, so it's kind of irrelevant, really. You need to stop snapping 50 squats in. Nice! I hope. That feels like a nice thing. I'm going to assume that's a good thing. Nah, it's a good thing. Wonder if we'll be able to reach 2.14 billion or something in Warframe resources? Maybe? If anything is going to be the one, it'd be nanospores, but don't know how much that would be. Oh, we got a sculpture! Hey! Let's go grab that. God, that was a right early one as well, wasn't it? Did it spawn behind us or something? Oh, it was tucked in here. Cheeky. Cheeky. I can't believe we've actually gone that long until finding an item. That is impressive.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Keep on rolling our way through here.
You are approaching the holding area. Careful. If the wardens detect you, they will surely initiate the execution sequence. We've got robots inbound.
I don't really care about the robots. We're good to just pop this quick. There we go.
Our hostage is in one of these cells.
That's going to auto breach. Lovely. Let's get out of here.
Subject found. You need to bring the captive to safety. Protect them at all
Dash
costs.
through. Accidentally do that wrong. Dash through.
I need a weapon.
You don't need shit. We've been over this a million times. How do you even keep getting captured? That's a lot of salvage you got there, Kylo. Is that... Ooh, Shade Prime Carapace Gold. Nice. Of all that salvage there, Kylo, have you been, you've been doing a lot of... Ooh, I think that's Hydron, isn't it? All that salvage could be a bunch of Hydron. In any case, intermission screen. Let's add on another 10. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, slow down, 8, 9, and there we are. We go, exclamation mark, squat. Up to our 80. We'll get a few squats in this stream, just a few. Let us continue with the cracking. Actually, you know what? Let's see if there's a different fissure to burn some more radiance. I don't want to do defense. That's... Yeah, let's do the lift rescue. Hello? Ah. Let us not do the lift rescue. No, I want the radiance. Wow, this is all crap. What crossfire is it? I think this one should be okay. Refinement. Let's do it. Right then. Scene. Yep. It's alright. Whew. My bad. My bad. Your dog's freaking out. Never seen you work out. Oh, that's actually kind of sad. But at least you take your dog for a walk, right? Plenty of walks. Get your steps in, Logrin. Base room time? Yeah. You feel your legs wobble? Are you keeping up with me, Cosmo? You on 80 squats as well? 81. I know. You're here for the game, not for the streamer. I know.
Void fissures. You need them to open a relic, but are you confident you can withstand their fury?
Saw you behind because you didn't do the first couple? Yeah, fair do.
You are near a fissure.
Again, there's no requirement for anyone to actually keep up with it. It's fine. As much as I jest about subscribing to be absolved of little squatted crimes,
Stay focused. There's a
point
hostile
is,
unit approaching.
it's just a stream. You can watch along and I shall do the squats. You'll do about 32, so you can be one ahead. Oh, fair enough then. Alright. Gonna do a whole batch of 32 in one go. We'll just go find the gold. Help you out on that. You're at 20 your knees a week already. Fair enough. Is this how we're going to change this community now? Is this what we're going to be for the next few months? Gonna get everyone in this community in shape. One relic fisher at a time. It's not the worst.
The enemy is broken.
That was a very effective glaive throw, not gonna lie. Everyone at home, do the hydrates as well. Yeah, fair enough, yeah. Now what's going to be interesting is all the posts... Are we all here? Who are we? Ah. Maybe we took the earlier lift too soon. Give him a moment. But yeah, what's going to be interesting is all the posts that might crop up on the Discord over the next day or so going, oh, my legs, why did I agree to do that? Yo! Ghoul and Ghoul, it's the Ghouls. Welcome on in. Welcome all of you who've just come on over from the Ghouls there. Mods, can we get a shout out for Ghoul and Ghoul right there, please? Absolutely wonderful to have them come join us. Hope you've had yourselves a wonderful stream. We're just waiting for Tiger the Roffy to make his way over to the left. And yeah, I wonder, have you come to join the workout? Have you lot come to join the workout? Because it's very simple. We're all inside left now. Every single time we see a gold in the relic reward screen, that's 10 squats. Every gold is 10. And there's a gold. There is a gold. Alright then. Now I'm sure, go yourselves, you may be needing to take a break if you've had yourself some long stream. Certainly sounds like you have. You may need to have yourself a little bit of a rest, and I fully understand, but your chat... Oh, your chat can absolutely join on in, can't you? Welcome in all of you. We just got ourselves a gold item. Let's stand up and get done on next. Yeah, Cosmo, yeah, you just got finished on the other 30. You just caught up, and here we go again. Alright then. Legs about shoulder width apart. Yeah, get your feet steady. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hell yeah. We are gonna have the fittest community of gamers Warframe has ever seen. You can do 1? Well, 1 is more than 0. I'll take it. Squat! There we are, we're up to 90 now. Which also means we've seen 9 golds, picked up 8 of them, because 1 was a double. Ah, that's deep? Yeah! You can't just put a little bit in, you know? Certainly when, like, I have it easier. Let's be real, I do have it easier than a lot of people. I'm 5'5" and built like a stick. I turn sideways, I practically vanish from the camera. It's true. So, I do have it easier in that regard. I am moving less weight. So if one were to struggle to keep up with me on that regard, don't feel the slightest bit bad about it. I am living on easy mode in that regard. Dating. So, we now have a space open for someone to join in, because Tyken has left us now. Tyken, thank you very much for joining in so far, and I hope you enjoyed the lovely gold we found along the way. Oh, yes, indeed. So, if you'd like to join me on the relic cracking, send me a message in game, the engineer. I'll bring you on into the squad. Just close off these order tabs here, so we don't lose a message as it comes through. Next goal is big hundo. Absolutely. You tortured yourself with a slow temp squat? Nice choice, nice choice. Get the full burn in, feel it. Feel every single fibre of those muscles pushing through, and know that you are doing yourself nothing but benefit with every single one. It is glorious purpose for laying legs. And we have a ductile wheel wanting to join in. You may indeed join. You may indeed join. Now, again, a reminder. Anyone who's watching, you don't need to join in on the squats. There's no actual requirement for it. I'm the one doing it. You can sit back and relax if you really want to. That's fine. You've had a long day at work. You've walked the dog already. Whatever you've been up to, that is perfectly fine. If you consider to hit the subscribe button instead, also fine. Yeah, I've gone for 2 in one stream. How dare I? So, let us continue with our crossfire. I've got some more radiant relics for maximum chance of gold. Hey, Ellie, if it works, you know? Or maybe we just bring in a bit of an older film. Oh, first of all...
It is concerning how fast the time passes by. Smile. Good evening.
It is incredible just how far it does go, isn't it, Real Ed? And look at that, 47 months of support. 47! Holy dooly, next month that's going to be 4 years on the bot there. Hope you've been watching the bot, you know. All the same, thank you very much, Relay, for the continued support. That's absolutely huge right there from you. Much appreciated. Think I'd look amazing in a headband and exercise outfit. Who knows, if we do more of these squat streams, maybe I actually would look good at it. At the moment, body image go bare. I know I don't look like a Grendel, but some days I feel it more than I'd like to. And I know some of you are probably laughing at that very thought, in incredulity, but it's true. Right, got all of our reactor. Let's just nuke everything I can. Bam! I love that Volt cast speed and I still overtake someone. Feels great. Oh, I haven't recharged the 4 and I had to cancel my dash to use it. No. Yep, that sent me over too far. And we're good. It's another gold! There we go. It's another gold. It's another 10 squats. Join on in. Did I even use the command for the last group? I'm sure I did, but in any case.
Another job well executed.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Yeah, maybe switching to the Lith Relics was a bad idea. I have a lot of Radiance there, and I think everyone has a lot of Radiance there. Maybe that switch was not a smart idea. Let's update the squat counter. Do 65 ducat golds count? They are golds. Golds are gold. If it's gold, we take it. Alright then. Let us continue. Ah. It is now switched over to being that. Did a better Lithy open? There, not really. Do we want to do mobile defense? Actually, we could probably slam the hell out of just defense. Although that's steel path. That isn't. That isn't. If we just kind of, you know, slam it. There we are. Do we get the reactors if we slam hard? Well, we'll still go out and get it. But as soon as we hit it, we just gotta go bam, 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 slap it all down, you know? Bash it out. I get what you're saying, Eddie. I get what you're saying on the whole body side of things. Like, for myself, I can tell for a fact, absolute guarantee fact, that my midsection is not as slim as it used to be. I feel a teeny... It's not a lot, but there is a bit of a jiggle there. A jiggle where I don't want it to be. I see it even on the camera when I stand up, and I see in the image, and it stands out to me like a sore bloody thumb. The shape of thine gut. It's just... okay. That's a good one for the self-image. But orcs and squats, those kind of things can help deal with that. So why not? Sit-ups next time, planks. That would require adjusting the camera, I'll be honest. Which is a big part of the reason we're not doing anything other than squats here on the screen. At least with the squats, you can physically see me for the majority of the time. Plank, I'm just going off camera, aren't I? I'm just gone. And I'm not changing the setup to accommodate that. We're on wave 2 and almost no reactant. Those who are nuking, slow the fuck down, please. You know why we're here. I just realized how quickly that wave went. Big ol' slammers when we have reactant. Honestly, Ellie, that's absolutely fine. If you choose to stop at 100 squats to yourself, that is more than enough. More than enough to say you are picking it back up, and you are gonna feel that.
The relic has been cracked open.
Oh my, you're gonna feel that. Alright, route 10 reactant, so we can just slam now. Oh, just what is a pretty respectable workout? Mm-hmm. I mean, think of One Punch Man. 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and a 10-kilometer run. Doesn't even involve squats. And no. No gold on this one. That's fine, we'll take the rhino piece. No gold on this one. Squatters, you can take a breather. You can take a breather. Now let us try again. Pop another of these relics. Don't care what it's for, I'm taking it. One Punch Man does include squats? Does he? I thought it was push-ups, sit-ups, and 10-kilometer run is the spiel.
Continue to defend.
Maybe I'm misremembering. Spirit expanding all of the sonar. I think I just did a body shot of 5 million, which is not what this gun does. $100 squats, 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and a 10-kilometer run. Huh. I could have sworn it was a 3-part thing that Saitama was saying, and it was... Because I have that in my head from then reading the solo leveling manhwa, and noticing that they had the 100 sit-ups, 100 push-ups, 10-kilometer run, and the squats on there. It stood out to me. But again, I could just be misremembering. It could have been misstated in the anime versus the manga.
Well done, Tenno. Your relic is opened.
Why not 100-kilometer run? You go ahead and run 100 kilometers, Skylo. You let me know how that goes for you. Considering you have to do it every day. You let me know how that goes. In terms of stats, what does the Banshee build roughly look like? It was actually in the 5 stages of helping out a rookie video I did recently. Because you get to the stage where the rookie says, can you just nuke the mission for me? And that's when you bring out one of these nukes designed for low-level missions. This is one of them. Yeah, I wouldn't do a 10-kilometer run, personally. Never been one for working out all that much in the first place. Running? Just running? Like that thing you do when you're late for the bus? Running? I specifically keep track of bus times to avoid having to run for it, thank you very much. Yeah, there is also cycling as an option. You have to go further, though, for the same results. And it's been a long time since I got my bike out the shed. I probably should. What have we got here? No golds again. Alright then. I've chosen the wrong mission apparently. Spider's been having a field day with that bike. Yeah, the Spider-Verse. I opened the door to that shed and genuinely there is a tearing sound every time I do. A tearing sound as the spider webs are disconnected.
Keep fighting. Another opportunity to extract
It's
will appear soon.
horrible. Very much no bueno. And that is where the bike is. It's not just 1 or 2 spiders. Oh no. There's a lot of them. It's Araxia's shed? Yeah, Araxia is guarding my bike. No arachnophobe is nicking that one. Part of the reason I haven't ridden the bike is, to be honest, I'm not a fan of this one. Years ago, I had a bike that was absolutely wonderful. It was perfect for me. It got nicked. It got nicked. And when I got a replacement through the insurer, which I also learned a lot about how insurance doesn't work that time. What a lesson. When I got a replacement through insurance, I'm just not a fan of a replacement bike. Very different style of handling its gear shifts, and I've never trusted the gear shifts. They've never felt right. It feels like it's actively trying to get me killed, quite frankly. And it's been checked over multiple times over. Other people have ridden it and said it's fine. Like, well, I don't know how it's fine for you, because it keeps on trying to murder me. Yeah. Hello, Gene, or John. Welcome on in. Didn't know you could insure bicycles. So it was part of my student insurance, because this was also at university. So it was just student contents insurance. Also came with insurance for the bike, both in the house and out and about within the country. Sure enough, it was parked inside the house, and I'd gone on holiday. housemate that was there didn't hear when someone kicked the door in and stole the bike. He instead came down later, noticed the door was open, and there was a boot print on the window. Because it was one of those doors that was mostly glass. Housemate was in on it. I wouldn't expect him to be able to organise a piss up in a brewery, let alone an actual theft of my bike. But yeah, got a crime reference number from the police. Brought it to insurance. Insurance squabbled consistently over it. They did not want to pay out and handle it in any which way. But the big lesson that I learned from that insurance, it wasn't the quibbling from them, even though it took them 3 months to process the claim. Even though it took them 3 months, that wasn't the big takeaway for me. The big takeaway for me is that I had a bike that was very cheap, it turns out. I didn't know how expensive bikes could get. That bike cost me about £100 when I bought it brand new. That was a £100 item. What I learned is that you really need to know the ins and outs of your insurance products when you're picking them. As a student, I just was told, get student contents insurance. There is a student insurer. They are great. Use them. Bullshit. It came with £100 excess on the claim on the bike. Which meant that just claiming through the insurance, I was still paying as much as I had lost just to get the next bike, and then otherwise pick from their catalogue. And because of the value of the lost bike, they would only allow me to take the absolute minimum section of their catalogue unless I paid more. Because that's what I insured.
That's it. You opened
Yes, Brother Oni, yeah.
Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
From Vanilla saying, hello, I wanted to ask you ask what you think how Banshees survive in level cap. It's shield gating all the way. They survive with silence and shield gating. Ain't nothing else to it. Anyway. So yeah, that taught me a very important lesson with the nature of insurance products, what to look out for, a lot more than I'd ever been taught before. And I also learned the value of self-insurance. That is, if something is, in the event that it were to be lost, destroyed, damaged, that sort of thing, and you would not be terribly out of pocket, you would not be disadvantaged due to your savings, you are your insurer. Because insurance, they have to profit. They've got people to pay, they've got facilities to pay for, taxes to cover, all that stuff. So by their very nature, they have to turn at least a profit enough to cover that lot, on top of your claims. So if it's something as small as a £100 bike and you don't find yourself in any difficulty replacing that, as often as you may lose it, then self-insure. Be your own insurance by just saving the money you would have spent on insurance. Insurance is for the things where you would be in a pickle if things went wrong. If you're not particularly flush with cash and savings, if you're living close to the line and you own your own fridge freezer, things would go very badly if that then breaks down. You need your fridge freezer, right? So you have that covered. If your house burns down and you own the house, I mean, that's a pretty big deal. So recovering from that, yeah, you'd like the support. And just maybe try not to have your house burned down, though. But for the smaller stuff, be your own insurance. Baby Tenno? This is Legendary 4, Legendary 5, Legendary 5, and then Mastery 30. we are Baby Tenno here, but welcome on in. I should also learn the lesson finding more perceptive housemates. I never wanted that housemate in the first place. I already knew we didn't want that one as a housemate, but it's what we had. The past is the past on that one. I said my piece to the others that I was happy with living with. They disagreed, and we ended up with that one. Many people have had that one story. I am one of them.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Alright, let's just slam a bit. We've got our reactant, so we can just do this. Spruce, no, the housemate didn't steal the bike. We weren't living in a nice area. It wasn't the housemate that stole the bike. Plus, that housemate, without going into details, came from money. He had absolutely no reason to steal the bike, let alone sell it for what little it would have sold for. He came from money and was never in need as a result. He did not steal my bike. Fuck, I wouldn't even know where to sell it. That should be all of them? Or is there an Xmas holding out somewhere? Oh, that's all of them.
Extraction is ready.
No, it was just an unfortunate combination of rough area and insufficient security on the door there. C'est la vie. Another no gold. Ooh, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. We're getting quite a rest on this one. This is starting to turn into Ken venting in therapy stream. I rant frequently. It's a live stream. It's how it goes. More radiance. More good luck, hopefully. RNG's giving us a cooldown phase the exercise. Yeah.
Keep fighting. Another opportunity to extract will appear soon.
Venting therapy and exercise, best combination? Sure, why not? Wait, I'm slamming too much. We need reactant. Yeah, let's just do this. I got the energy for it. There's going to be some silly numbers out there. It's a shame I can't see them. Two-time sonar? Yup. All of the sonaring. I don't even know if that's stacked together, but we're doing it anyway. Kind of a shame that we don't get to see the damage numbers ourselves as the Banshees, but it's a thing. However, Mirror Lab is on all of the damage. Hey, I got 1% with that slam. There we go. Primary boost. I don't need that.
To open your relic.
Just gonna keep comboing these abilities, it works. Big slam, sonar, 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 big slam. Sonar, 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 sonar. Big slam. I think... Did that say 1,000,000 damage over there? Nah, it must have been 2,000s that were stacked on each other. There's no way I had 1,000,000 hit. Alright, let's see. Gold? 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 Gold?
Reinforcements available.
Sound like a bloody seagull in Finding Nemo. Mine? Mine? Come on! Alright, fine, I'll take that. Why do I have 12 Revenant Prime Neuroptics? Why? How has this happened? That's some ducat fodder if I ever saw some. We'll keep going. We all still got Radiance? Yeah, we've all still got Radiance. We're gonna keep trying.
You will be rewarded for your bravery.
It's actually impressive. Have we had a single gold this mission? I don't think we have. No, we haven't, no. 6 relics cracked, 0 golds. My, my. Okay, I definitely hit some larger numbers there. I think I saw like 200,000. Which is a little bit of a stupid number for Banshees. Let's say it, Resonating Quake. Still only 1%. I got just exploded. Get off that. Moving at this speed, muscle memory is trying to tell me, oh, your Vault, make sure you keep your speed ability up. You haven't cast it in a while. And then conscious mind kicks and goes, well, of course I've not cast it, I'm not Vault. You're going to try and reset your damage? Mirrorblade really looking to show off now. Because Mirrorblade knows the trick. Mirrorblade knows how to go from 90-odd% damage done to 0 by dealing damage. Also, I've got the boost on my Banshee. Gotta use it. No, there's no enemies to use it on. How dare! It's not going to last that long because it's a lift bloody Fisher. And big slam. What? What? And Mirrorlabe's still on 97%? What? I'm going back to look at that one after this mission. I want to be certain I saw that number correctly. I think I did, but I want to be certain, so I got the video recording. Let's see, do we get a gold now? Because if not, I'm just dipping the mission.
Choose to leave now or continue fighting.
Come on, show us this mission can actually generate gold. What the... Right, this mission is cursed, we're dipping. This mission is cursed, we're dipping, and I'm having a look at that video. Mirrorblade is Banshee's Riven mod. That's a mood. Yeah. Mirrorlabe's Banshee is so strong that it can win a game of rock, paper, scissors with a mirror. True fact.
We're done here. The extraction team will take over from here. Time to evacuate.
Yeah, if we have a look at the stats real quickly there, like, most of the kills were mine, but I dealt 1% damage, supposedly. I say most. The plurality of kills are mine. But yeah. So, what did I think I witnessed there? Let me just get this load up first. Oop, noise, noise, noise. So we'll be close to the end because, you know, then I had to actually hit it. So we're doing spam, 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 slam. Ready? Yep. Yep. 2,147,483,520 damage from the shockwave. Banshees 4 should never, ever, ever do that. Unless you're doing silly Banshee things with Mirrorlabe. Now, I want to be clear, this is not unusual for Mirrorlabe and the way that they play Banshee. It's not unusual because some time ago, it must have been last year now, Mirrorlabe did bring their Banshee setup and slammed it so hard that my Amprex in an ETA grazed an enemy. Just grazed them. The Amprex is a beam weapon. It hits many, many times a second. And one of those hits was negative damage cap. -2 billion. That is the power of Mirrorlabe. That is the power of Mirrorlabe. And as for how Mirrorlabe just had so much damage, well, now you see the sheer stacks and then just absolutely annihilates one enemy with more damage than the world should ever register. And that happens. And apparently, Mirrorlabe, correct me if I'm wrong on this, but apparently, if you deal enough damage, even the damage dealt counter gets confused and decides that you've not done any damage. And so it is possible to ramp your damage up so high that it loops back around again to nil on the mission report. Again, correct me if I'm wrong on that, Mirai, but I think that is how you've described it to me. It is something else. It is truly something else. So, if you are ever struggling with a mission and Mirrorlabe offers to help you, and you see a Banshee join the squad, understand your mission is now complete. Your mission might even be to kill the man in the wall. Your mission is now complete. The mission just doesn't know it yet. Because that is bonkers. That is just bonkers. And you can see how, I mean, I was spamming a bit. I was practically idle in comparison to the amount of cast Mirrorlabe cast. 623 in how long? A 22-minute mission. So that is 28 casts a minute. Bearing in mind there is downtime and looting. Mirrorlabe, who also managed to have the most pickups. You loot hog. Alright. My Banshee's had its moment. We can retire that one again for now. Let's see, what have we got in the Fisher department? Yeah, let's just pop back to that one for a bit. Why not? That one was paying out well, so let's go there again. We'll let everyone grab the relics, and off we go. See if we can find another gold to squat for. There we are. Cool. Just another gentle reminder as we crack through this as well, we have got the plat raffle running today for the 75 plat at the end of the stream. If you want a chance to win that, exclamation mark ticket in the chat for a chance to win that.
There are void fissures in the area. Use these to crack open a relic.
Oh, okay. That was a bunch of reactants that just dropped behind me. How dare. I thought they weren't corrupted.
The corrupted and use their reactant to open a relic. Don't forget the reactant.
There we are.
You need more to open that relic. Stay
Oh,
focused.
Volt, lend
There's
me
a
your
heavy
speed.
unit approaching.
There we are. I think, Mirrorlab, they're referring to the totals in the
Well done, Tenno.
mission report screen. So it's not an individual had 101%, it's just the rounded numbers, because of the way things rounded. Ended up rounding up more times than down. So we had 101% registered.
The enemy is broken. Well done. Now get to extraction.
I mean, the game had to award me 1% because I hit 2 billion damage on one enemy. But then I did more damage on more enemies and I didn't get any further than that 1%, which just shows you how much damage was dealt for that 3% and that 97% to exist. Either that or maybe I rolled around. Did someone activate the lift whilst we weren't all on it? Hmm. Anyway. No gold. Whatever. I'll take the Incinerate. Don't have as many of those. Actually, Trumner. Trumner's more interesting. Can you say hello? I play on Xbox. Have a question for chat. Any way to hide chat when not using it? Right now is always on. When you say chat, you mean like the in-game chat or the Twitch chat? In-game. Okay, so I don't think you can remove it entirely, but you can reduce the amount of chat that can come through. Because say you're in a squad of just yourself, then there should be no chatter there. But you might still have public popping up and trade chat, and you just don't want to deal with those ones. Understandably at times, to be quite honest. And so you can go down to the chat section of the social tab, and you can... Sorry, is it the chat section? Yeah, and then you go to chat visibility, and you can remove the ones you don't want to see. So you can turn off trade and recruiting and Q&A and region chat. You can just remove those ones. And at that point, I think that would just leave you with yourself, your clan, your alliance. Yeah, with those done, and then yeah, if you've got a dead clan chat or alliance chat, tapping to that as well should also reduce just the amount of stuff that's there. So, hopefully that gives you a way to at least mitigate the chat situation for you. Alright, let us continue. D&D works for you. That will prevent you from receiving direct messages, but it doesn't prevent just chatter existing if you're on the channel. You want to remove region chat? Honestly, understandable. But I leave it on more out of just curiosity, because I will sometimes sign in and the most unhinged stuff pops up in front of me. I'm like, wow, okay. So they're having a moment today, aren't they? But then other times it'll be a little bit more interesting and I might show my head, at which point half the time someone immediately goes, wait, is that the real one?
Eliminate all Corvus threats.
Don't know what you're on about. I haven't heard of anything.
Void fissures. You need them to open a relic, but are you confident you can
Now
stand
that is a trick, Ductile. Ductile's saying you can filter each chat by a word no one will ever say, and you'll never get a message.
open relics?
That is a life hack if I ever heard one, yes. Keep the chats open, but only listen for gibberish. Love it.
Stay focused. There's
That is how you solve a practical problem right there.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
Oh, the temptation. Oh, the temptation. Oh, the temptation.
You're still in the clear. No detection from enemy sensors.
I thought about doing it sooner. I thought about it. Oh, goddammit, another lift? Ugh. Are you saying there are a bunch of creatures in-game named don't match their brand? Sorry, Elliot? Did I miss a message you were responding to there?
Enemy is broken.
There we are.
Well done. Now get to extraction.
Best luck with that, Kenryu. That's why people ask if you're the real one. I know, yeah. It's just, it's usually the way people start that conversation. Occasionally I'll get a, yo, Kenjnir, love your stuff, or something like that if someone recognizes me. But most of the time, be it in a mission or in region chat or something like that, if someone has recognized me but hasn't actually started the conversation yet, it opens with, are you the real one? Or is that the real one? Talking in third person. It's like,
Another job well
okay.
executed.
Didn't realize there were enough fakes for that to be the first question everyone has, but yeah. Where to gold? I think we've run out of gold. Like, I actually put this on the Discord. Genuinely, I think I put it on the Discord. How did I phrase it? It was, let's add on 10 squats for every gold reward I pick. What'll fail first, my luck or my legs? It turns out the answer is my luck. That's what's happened. My luck has collapsed. The relics have gotten tired. I guess that's just that. Yeah. Demandated rest. Just gotta do it. Or I guess not do it. Not do the thing. It's not like I'm even using intacts at this point. I'm slamming Radiance as much as I can. Game just says nah. Let's up the squats to 30 each. How about no?
All corpus threats.
We up it to 30 and we get a quad gold. You know it. And I'm not about to do 120 squats out of the Relic Fisher. Abso-friggin-lutely not.
Look out for reactants.
Ellie, love it. We've been playing for over 100 squats. Don't forget to take a break.
The reactant is running on your
Oh, it fits too good. It fits too good.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Would I up it to 15? We're not upping it. We don't need to up it. We've done over 100 squats this stream, alright? Leave me alone.
Open the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
We will work out when it is time to work out. Till then, someone is nuking everything before I reach it. Have I got any kills? I got 22 kills. Okay. This is fine. That dash was not. That dash was pathetic.
You have broken their ranks and they are on the run. Another successful mission. Find extraction.
Yeah, made it. Yay! I've never been so happy to get a Urani Primary Optics. Never been so happy. There we go. Gold it is. Gold it is. You know what it is. It's time for.
Another job well executed.
It's just Lavos didn't want to see Urani pieces. That's what it was. Lavos was trying to protect me from Urani, which, honestly, understandable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and a slow one. 10. There we are. By saying for QTCC, we should get Zach to do a squat stream. I have to say no to that idea because I know that he hasn't got the ability to say no if we sprung it on him. I know he would find himself stuck by convention and then would never ever ever want to risk being on the stream again. So for his sake, bless him, let's maybe not spring him on that. I'll spring that on him. That would end badly for him. You feel this in your core more than your legs? Fair enough then. Tells me that your core needed it. Or you might not be pushing correctly, but it is a combination workout, so you can feel it in your core, absolutely. And yeah, let's add the squat command. Boop. There we are.
Eliminate all corpus threats.
Just make sure that when you are going to stand up, to actually do the squat exercise, you are pushing through with your thighs.
Fisher, defend yourself and use
That's what's doing the damage there. Damage? That's what's doing the work. I thought about the mission at the same time I was saying work and just defaulted to damage. That's what's doing the work. Legs lift.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
It's like they've been saying in Fortuna all this time. Oh, we got a prediction from Ellie. Will we get to 120? So are we going to get one more gold? That's what the prediction's asking. Are we going to get one more gold? Well, are we? Just kind of torn through all of that. Blow up everything up top. This is why Legs lives in Fortuna? Yes. Of course. Your muscles kind of hits damage? True, true. Your muscles develop small tears and then it repairs itself stronger.
Their ranks and they are on the run.
Very true.
Another successful mission. Find extraction.
Oh wow, double nullifier. Screw you, game. Screw you. And another lift. Ah! Every time you get a Harrow chassis, 10 push-ups. Wow, way to kill people. Piv! There's a piv! Gotta get the piv. Get the piv, 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 get the piv. Yes! It's been so long. So long since the last random piv. There we are. Alright, anyway. Piv! Item should be a single squat. You can go ahead and do your single squat then, Bite. I won't stop you on that. Again, I've done over 100 squats this stream. I'm good. I will stick to my rules, thank you. Also, Great Cape to Goomba, thank you very much for dropping your prime over here. 9 months of it. Wow, that is all silver. Okay, I'll take the bonus piece. Thank you very much there, Great Cape Goomba. Much appreciated on that there. Do I have some tea left? I do. Cheers.
Another job well executed.
Yeah, I'm technically at 111. Well, not technically. I am at 111 squats because I also did the demonstration one for LEU's sake, and many others, I'm sure. You've lost hard. Oh, Alex, he didn't put it as that very mission. Ellie put it as, will I get one more goal before stream ends? It's not over yet. It's not over yet. That's how they get you. You gotta read the T's and C's. Don't forget to ensure I'm hydrated. I mean, I appreciate the thought, but we have a button for that. There it is. Thank you, Oni. Brother Oni, cheers. Alex saying, I don't proper memory. Very don't. Much thought. Hey, Logan, if 100 is where you get to, 100 is where you get to. You don't need to overcook it. I admire the tenacity to attempt to do so. Make sure you don't overly do it. Because you are going to feel it. If you've not been squatting regularly, if you've not been doing workouts regularly, you are going to feel it. Not yet. Anything you're feeling right now is not what you're going to feel. Ellie, this goes to you especially. You're going to feel this. It's gonna burn good. Assuming Radiance, we got a 34% chance. It is fully Radiant. Yep. I have reached the point where I do have a constant kind of like warmth feeling, a feeling of exertion passing through my thighs now. So 110 is apparently what it takes over the course of a stream for me to start to feel, I might have done a bit of a workout.
Another job well executed.
And again, I'm a bit out of practice myself. I've not been keeping up with it, so it's about expected. So I feel a spice in the thighs. It's some kind of heat. Yellow pigment, climb working or something? We've always had some kind of pigment going. We haven't finished them all. I should probably check before stream wraps up if I've got enough to finish that one now. Alright, let's give this another whirl, because we still have relics to crack. Ooh! I'm out of Radiance. I am out of Radiance at this point. And I'm not upgrading any right now, because the whole point of this stream was to gather Void Traces, so... yeah. We are finally... cooling down. Winding it all down. It's getting gentler. Just kidding, we're going to get 3 golds now, aren't we? Incoming triple gold result. What was that, space of void traces? True, I am at like 1500 now, aren't I? I haven't been using a companion this entire time that could double my trace drop, so I have been unintentionally nerfing that, but to be honest, I think it's timed out quite well. I would have had to have been sinking them into some relics by now otherwise. It just seems like it defeats the purpose. Incoming quad gold. If we get quad gold on a triple red exceptional, that'd be kind of ridiculous. A quad gold on a fully radiant is already 0.1%. In this case, that'd be what? 0.06 or something like that? Is quad gold 40 squats? It is indeed, yes. Yeah, I said at the start we're only doing on gold picks, but because they're coming up infrequently enough, I changed it to any golds showing. So if we get quad gold, that is a 40 squat do. And again, if anyone is trying to keep up, split that up. If you're in a position where you are trying to keep up, split that up. No golds. No golds. Okay, it's fine. Whew. We can breathe for a moment. I'll take the Massacre. Actually, yeah, no, I want the Sevagoth piece. Sod it. Let's finish the Sevagoth set. That is sensible. easier to sell sets.
Another job well executed.
Please do another mission you can't lose. I mean, we've got time for another mission. It's 21:55. We've got time for another mission. Only one more. One last mission. We're going to roll those dice once again. The odds are pretty stacked against pink, but it's fine. Actually, the odds were stacked against pink. Now the odds are in pink's favor. Now that we know the information as to what's happened up to this point. Yeah. Well, I say I bring in tax at this point to let everyone rest. Yeah, Squad does not agree with you. Squad does not agree with you on that one, Flo. All three of them brought Radiant. And we know at least one of them is not joining us in the squats.
There are void fissures in the area. Use these to crack open a relic. You found a fissure. Look out for reactant. The enemies are dropping reactant.
Ah yes, enemies are dropping reactant. We must be aware of this every time.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
I am the heavy unit.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission.
You know, if our mirror was just wholesomely menacing, we certainly saw that on the Minecraft stream, didn't we? Good freaking god. Strategy and how to be wholesomely menacing. That was something else.
Keep moving. None of the scanners have detected
I
you.
think I slightly early cast my fort there, hit nothing. That's unfortunate. Oh, again with the lifts! Ugh. Got him. Got him. Stuck. No.
Broken their ranks and they are on the run. Another successful mission. Find extraction.
Here we go. We get into extraction. There's another elevator. Oh my word. We all here? Yes we are. And we're leaving. No gold. No gold. But we do hit something a little bit more platinum, don't we? Y'all have just reached the final goal for the free hype bonus giveaway. We can absolutely go ahead and do that. Cosmo said, fuck this, we're going to do 10 squats in Rage. Valid, valid. Let's see here. So Cosmo gambled 5,449 spanners, and we did quite a few runs there. That was probably, let me see. I would estimate... Yeah, he had like an 85% chance of winning that one. Oof. Yeah, Ellie, that is where we are going to wrap up the relic fishes here, because we have got a plat giveaway to do, and we have now got a hype giveaway to do. So I'll be doing both of those. Those of you in squad, Ellie, Mirror, Dugtile, thank you very much for joining on those relic fishes there. Enjoy your loot. Surprisingly devoid of gold for a lot of that one. It's unfortunate. Just how it goes sometimes. Those of you gambling on the correct side of things there, my word, did you win on that one. Let's see. Flowing Thoughts gambled 350 spanners, getting back a ratio of 36.58 to 1. How many did you just get? That 12,000 spanners, Flo. Oh, damn. Gamble 350, get 12,000. Now that is a win. Whew. That is how you do it. That is how you do it. You wanted to bet 500? Well, here's the thing, Flo. Here's the thing. You gambled 350. The total gambled on your side was just 400. You couldn't really win much more. 1/8 of the prize pool went to people other than you. So, yeah, you're 1k away from VIP. Ooh, you've got that to look forward to next time then, haven't you? You've got that to look forward to next time. Definitely next time. Anyway, for now, let's do our 2 sets of giveaways. First of all, if you haven't already grabbed a ticket for the Platinum giveaway, make sure you do grab that exclamation mark ticket in the chat to have a crack at that. We are otherwise going to be doing a Former Bundle giveaway today for our Hype bonus giveaway, so let's get this loaded up for you real quick. Let's get that loaded up right now. Alright. So this should load. Yep, we'll get my face off the screen. Just get that out of the way there. So, it's very simple. I'm going to open that up now. And what you do is you type into chat exclamation mark hype me. If you would like a chance to win a full Former bundle, that's 3 formers, direct to your inbox, exclamation mark hype me for a chance to win that there. Just as a reminder, if you've not already used the exclamation mark IGN command, you can use that to store your Warframe username and platform with me, so I know exactly where to send the reward should you be a winner. If you have already done it, you don't need to do it again. It saves across all the streams that we run here. Give you a moment on that. For everyone who would like to join in with the exclamation mark hype me command. This is part of the free hype bonus giveaway we're running on the channel here when you earn it with your channel points just for watching the stream. You do also have the chance to make more of these happen by making hype trains happen on the stream here. For every level hype train that is completed, we do another one of these giveaways. So if we do a level 5 hype train that completes, then that's 5 giveaways. Is there a way to check if you've done the IGN command? There isn't, no. The way you check it is you just resubmit it. Because checking and resubmitting is functionally the same thing, really. I did talk about this earlier. It's like, if I set up a thing to check how to do a... what's it called? How to check if you're actually in the list. Well, if it came back, no, you're not, then you're going to set another command to put yourself in the list. Might as well have just done the first command. Alex, you're looking for pick frame, not just pick frame. Alright. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looks like everyone is in that wishes to be in on that one. Yeah, Talking Kate, you're already in there. I see you on the screen. So let's do the draw. Here we go. Bytebitson first at the line, obliterated straight away. Many more of you charging in, hoping to secure the Former bundle. Only one of you is going to get the drop from the boss. Only one of you is going to nail it. Who is that one? It is Moon! Moon, congratulations once again there.
Excellent work, Tenno. The extraction point is up ahead.
A regular on the channel and a regular winner, Moon of the ALM variety. That is a Former bundle coming your way. So long as you have your details listed with me, which you do. So yeah, with those details, we'll get that Former bundle sent on over to you. Congratulations on that there, Moon. Alright then. You just missed it? Well, John, there is still the Platinum giveaway. Have you already grabbed yourself a ticket for that? Have you grabbed yourself a ticket for the Platinum giveaway? We're going to be doing that draw in just a moment. I'm just going to send this Former bundle over on to Moon. Let me grab this here. So, in-game name. There it is. Former bundle. There it is. Yo! Oh, hi there, Alsu. Welcome in once again. Subscribing at tier 2, no less. Thank you for the extra support there. Up onto 6 months. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Copy-paste is not working today. I never know why that stops working, but there we go. Moon. Hype! Boom, there we are. That is sent on over to you there, Moon. Congratulations on winning that one. Alright. And with that then, I think it's about time we do that Platinum draw as well. Let's see then. Let's grab the giveaway for the Plat draw. Let's close all the entries on that. Oh, they've updated their UI. How cute. We have 54 people in it to win it on the platinum. Only one person can walk away with that platinum now. John saying, how do these hype things work again? You have to pick a frame? You don't have to pick one, no. If you don't pick a frame, then you have the default Lavos Prime. Because, of course, Lavos is a default on this channel. The pick frame is entirely cosmetic for others to just have themselves represented otherwise. And so that cosmetic is extended to VIPs and subscribers. If you are neither VIP or not subscriber, you can fix that by becoming a VIP or subscriber. And then you can have the cosmetic alteration. Otherwise, you still enter the giveaways when we use the giveaway program I coded to just be Lavos. That was a 6 months up. Was that a 6 month in advance? Sorry, did I? No, it's reached 6 months. Yeah, so it's up on the gold there. Very, very nice. Is it 6 in advance? Oh, you must have just not clicked the button to announce that, or maybe. Okay, hold on. Yeah, it just says resubbed, but I'm gonna trust you on that. It's just that's what Twitch is saying to me. Twitch is just saying this is your 6th ever month of subscription. But if you ticked 6 months in advance, then massive thank you for that. Much appreciated. Holy dooly. In the giveaway screen is cool. Thank you, Riley. It took me a while to program that, but I'm very, very happy that I did. Very much so. And yeah, that might be one of the things I could add to the QTCC options, is that you could have your own fashion option added into the giveaway screen. I could definitely do that. I could definitely make that an option on there. It would take a little bit of jiggling to fit it all in, but I could certainly make it happen. Well, now we've got a hype train active, so I am legally not allowed to end the stream. Yep. It's a good thing I've not actually done the draw on the plat giveaway yet, though. So let's do the draw on that. Let's see who is going to be the winner of the platinum giveaway. 75 plat is going to... where does it put the new winners? Where's it put the winners list? There it is. Jozu! Jozu, congratulations on that there. Yeah, it's changed the layout and it puts winners at the bottom of the screen now rather than the top. Why? Who? Sure, okay. Someone didn't think of what they were making, but Jozu, congratulations on that there. Jozu, if you've not already done so, please use the !IGN command so that I know exactly where I'll be sending that over to you. In terms of having that sent over, it's actually done in batches by DE, so you'll receive that in the next batch, which I believe... Hold on. Do I have the date as to when the next batch is due to go out? I normally check this up after stream, but I can check it right now. Scroll. Where is it? That should go out on the 19th. Yeah. September 19th is when that's due to go out. So there you go. Alright then. You're one of the first people to use the IGN command. Fair do. I can't actually check that at the moment because I have... I've since sorted it. Because what I'll do is I'll go through the IGN file every now and then just manually sort it. I don't have the bot sort it, so it's not constantly trying to do loads of checks. I want it to run as quickly and efficiently as possible, and then I can manually sort it later. Hold on. Mirrorlay, Bite, are you fighting over the bits? Bite, I should warn you, that doesn't end well for you, Bite. Just as a friendly warning, that does not end well. Just want to say, like, I've seen bit wars happen before now between various people, and at times they've seemed completely balanced. Mirrorlay is something else. But thank you all the same, the two of you there. Continuing the hype train forwards. We are currently all the way through level 1 hype trains. We're going to have to do another giveaway. We are just going to have to do another giveaway at the end of this, absolutely. If that hype train completes yet more levels, we'll do more giveaways on top of it. There is no limit to the amount that you lot can make happen right here, right now. If, I don't know, if Mr. Beast were to somehow drop in and hit us with 1,000 gifted subs out of nowhere, I don't even know how many giveaways that would lead to, but we would do it. No limit. Absolutely on that. But it means we are going to be holding on whilst we wait for that there. Seeing as the stream isn't ending, more squats. Sure, why not? Eliu, thank you very much for gifting a sub over to my chatbot. Much appreciated on that there. Much appreciated, Eliu, for giving a sub to the chatbot. I'm sure it can make significant use of that there. I will see if I can instruct it to be aware of that. Assume the bot has said thank you considering it's my account. 10 squats per hype tray level? I feel like that might not be enough. Let's see. How many subs have we had for this particular hype tray? We've had 1, 2, 3, I think. How's that even a thing? How is what even a thing? Sorry, Alex. Yeah, there's been 3 subs so far, so I'll just bash out 3 more. I've got no problem with that. Good bit of exercise. 3 subs, 3 squats. We can do that. 1, 2, 3. There we are. See? Easy peasy. Don't need to do it 1 per hype train level. Given how long the bot's been here, it should redeem it for VIP. And that's the thing, the bot's not actually been here that long. In fact, is the bot even watching the channel, technically? Technically no, the bot's not even watching the channel. The bot is listening, but it's not watching. So I don't think it has the channel points. Mirrorlabe's hovering over the 50. Mirrorlabe, do you want me to do 50 squats? Do you really want me to get down and give you 50 right here, right now? Because if you put that through, I will do 50 squats. And others watching this stream will curse your name. Also, the hype train is 10 seconds on it, so if you were planning that, it needs to be already clicked, I think. Hello, Zactaman. Welcome back in. Hope you're doing well. There we go. The hype train has departed the station. It's gone through. It has gone through. Y'all have earned 1 more giveaway. So let's go ahead and do that there, shall we? Let's go ahead and have 1 more former bundle set up for you lovely, lovely people. Because the hype train has come through and you absolutely deserve it. So let's open that up there. Exclamation mark, hype me in the chat for a chance to win that. Exclamation mark, hype me in the chat for a chance to win that former bundle. Flowing thoughts right up the front of the Vanguard there. Absolutely ready for that. And here comes the rest of you sliding on in. Look at that absolutely dazzling array of fashions. Some of them amazing, some of them... Look, it was my config A every time, okay? I do my best. I'm not a fashion stylist. But it's fine. Mirrorlabe saying it's not healthy if you do so much at once, you do more damage than you do muscle good. I understand that, Mirrorlabe. I wouldn't allow you to get me to do something damaging. I am not one of those streamers who will literally hurt themselves for the stream. No. I won't let myself do that. Zactaman's asking, any quick tips for prep for Plaguestar? Get yourself a good Vault build, or get used to using Nova's portals to maneuver things like the drone around. So do some practice with that. Do some practice on the drone, on the Plains of Eidolon bounties, as that will come up. It's either Speed Nova or Speed Vault is the way to go. There are other things you can pick, but those are the 2 simple practice ones that you could just get used to. Otherwise, go fight Lephantis multiple times over, get used to how that fight goes. Loki is also an option as well. You're very right there, Flo. Loki is also an option. Armor strip weapon or mod. Doesn't the armor strip need to be something like Shattering Impact? I'm not sure if all armor strips work on it. Wisp works too. Wisp does also work too. That did get added in, yes. Parma Farmer sliding in. Parma Farmer, you managed to get the start of your name just slightly ahead of Flowing Thoughts. Teeny tiny bit ahead of Flowing Thoughts. How dare you? Flo went to all that effort to get there right at the start. You just had to inch ahead, didn't you? Alright, let's do the draw then. That should be everyone getting on that. Let's see who's going to have themselves the former bundle. We're all coming in for the fight now. Let's see who is surviving, who is being taken out. It could be any one of you picking this up here. Flo, I've seen you just go down. Parma Farmer's down. The Vanguard has been destroyed. Who is our winner then? It's actually Spruce. Spruce Congratulations,
Excellent work,
you
General. The
are a
extraction
winner
point is
of
up
that
ahead.
former bundle there. There we go. That's going to be coming on over to you then, Spruce. Congratulations on that one. So long as you've already used the IGN command, I will know exactly where I'm sending that. So Spruce, make sure you have used that IGN command. I mean, you probably remember if you've done it yourself. If not, just do it again. If you haven't done it, just hit that command. Alright then, but that is definitely where we're going to have to leave it now for today. We've gone through all the various bits and pieces. We have had our many squats. Spruce, if you've got your IGN details, I will be sending you that full bundle shortly after the end of the stream then. That will be coming your way. But that is where we're going to wrap it up, and it's where we're going to raid on out to another part of the Warframe community. Let's have a look as to who we can raid today. Just going to flick on over to Twitch here. Is that a Clover live I see? Well. Oh, Clover just starting. Oh, perfect. Perfect. That's what we can do. We could raid on into Clover to say thank you very much for Clover joining on the 30th for that D&D stream. We have absolutely got to go ahead and do that. And you know what? We can even have a raid message. Our raid message is very, very simple. Wild Magic Surge. That's it. Wild Magic Surge. I know Clover will be all over that. Right then. Our raid is up. That's all that we've got time for today. Thank you very much for joining in, and thank you as well for the support as ever. I will see you on Friday for some more Not Warframe, but in the meantime, be your absolute best selves. Catch you in the next one. Bye!